We are back, holiday week. Who is excited to celebrate? Well, never mind. It's like holidays, like celebrating the genocide of an
I'm about to say.
you know what?
First of all, I thought
let's
years
celebrate
ago,
being around family.
I thought years ago we decided we wasn't celebrating Thanksgiving no more.
Well, then we started funding another genocide.
What happened? What happened with that?
What's
At
the
this
difference?
point-
I'm saying everybody be so up in arms. We're not celebrating Thanksgiving no more. It's Friendsgiving and that's it. Like what?
It's actually
It was Hope's fault, right?
It's
No,
Bandsgiving.
Like everything.
Well, yeah.
He did say, don't say happy Thanksgiving to me. It's like saying happy slaughter to me. Whatever he said on Let's Get Free, Meek Mill.
it's Indigenous Peoples Day.
That's on Friday though, right? Or that's on Thursday as well.
I thought that's
No, they like made it the name of the.
yeah, Thursday.
We
Thanksgiving.
don't know. People don't know. They don't know what they want.
But see,
Indigenous Peoples
even
Day.
that's like kind of like offensive, I feel like.
People just don't want to work.
Don't call it Indigenous People Day when the
Wait, no,
theme is
Indigenous
tricking
Peoples
us
Day.
into liking
Sorry,
you to
Indigenous
kill
Peoples
us.
Day is what's formerly known as Columbus Day.
Look,
Oh
see?
yeah, you're right. You're right.
So Thanksgiving
Sorry.
is not. It's just still Thanksgiving. The message of what we're celebrating on Thanksgiving is no longer this fake peace.
But we're still
treaty.
calling it Thanksgiving.
Yeah, because you could be thankful for your family, like Rory said.
With all this like 23andMe shit and everything, how come there's not more reports of people finding out that they were exactly like the Pilgrims? Like that was your family, bruh.
It is Amish, right?
Yo, what?
The
Nah.
Amish.
That's not
Not
an
every-
extension of the Pilgrims. No,
Just because they have
Aesthetically.
similar hats. No.
they shop at the same store. They wear the same colors. I don't
So
know.
Hasidic Jews do as well.
Yeah, like they all wear the same
It's
colors.
different religions.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish there was more people like coming forward and be like, yes, that was my lineage that slaughtered an entire race.
Mm.
That's 23andMe. It should come like with an asterisk if you're one of those people, and like the whole world gets a mass email. Like this person is tied to all this.
Didn't they get rid of 23andMe? Like, didn't the company fold or something like that or shut down?
No, all their everyone on their board left because they're doing nasty stuff.
With the
Which we-
swabs?
Yeah, which we knew was coming.
Yeah.
There was also a data breach that happened as well. So
Oh, okay. There you go.
Just yeah.
BlackRock? BlackRock owns me too, so it's all good.
People have trouble getting into your iCloud that doesn't even matter, and for some reason, 23andMe just
Hacked.
Yeah. The cameras were off that day. The security guard was asleep. Someone hung the data.
Yeah. I get it. 23andMe. They got your swabs, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, they got you.
But I gave up. But they have everything on us. Like
Yeah.
I don't mind even at TSA now when they lie and be like, we delete the photo after we take it. Then why'd you take the fucking photo?
Yeah. You see the new digital ID thing? I thought about you when I was going through the airport in Atlanta.
I
was like, Rory definitely has digital ID.
I don't have it yet, but I probably will get it if it means I don't have to go through the line. Because again, they have everything. Like I have no problem doing Face ID. Take my spit. Like
Yeah.
you have everything of
But
mine. I've given up trying to be that conspiracy guy that's going to protect himself from the government. They have it all.
This is what pisses me off at the airport. First they have, sky priority. Remember when that used to be a thing?
Of course.
Now that's not a thing no more. Now it's remember when global
pass entry.
global entry.
Wait,
remember?
why are you saying Sky Priority isn't?
Because sky priority, if we're all flying sky priority, the line is still long.
Well,
if you have fucking clear, if everybody has clear in the airport, the line is long.
Pre-check is
So
there
now
now.
clear is turned into now digital ID is a thing now.
But-
so what the fuck is clear?
But here's where they get me. There's been times that the pre-check line is longer than the regular civilian line, but I don't feel like taking off my shoes and taking my laptop out. So I'll just stay in the pre-check line.
I choose whichever line's shorter. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
They're all the same.
Because you're right. Now, like the barrier of entry is so low that it doesn't even.
Digital ID, clear.
Having nothing is the best
I did
option.
clear where they took my picture and then showed me my own picture that I'd just taken before that to renew my clear.
Yeah.
And then I got to the line and someone was holding up their phone and said, Rory, right? I was like, how the fuck did you know that? She shows me her phone. It's my photo and my name. I was like, all right, out of all the people in line, you just knew I had to be next.
Yeah.
Then they said, can we take a photo of you even though clears because you don't need an ID? They said, don't worry, we'll delete that photo. And then I got on my plane where instead of putting my ticket down, they took a photo of me.
Yeah. They got your beautiful face all throughout the airport. They know where
Every
you at.
step I took.
Yeah.
I was
Cameras
thinking like got to the
following you.
urinal, got to take a photo. So
I'm
it
getting
flushes.
global entry though for sure. I'm definitely gonna go to the airport.
I just don't. I haven't done international enough, like consistently in the last few years to get it.
Yeah, I'm getting that. Fuck that.
Because it only works with customs, right?
No, any airport.
Oh, I thought it was just a customs international type of thing.
No, I mean it is for that. But if you go to, if you're just flying to Atlanta,
Mhm.
you have global entry. You can go to the airport. You go to the global entry side. You just walk right through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of which, we went to Atlanta over the weekend.
Yes, thank
Had
you to
a
everybody
blast.
that came out to the show. Had a great time in Atlanta. Great show. Thank you to all the
Definitely
beautiful
cool.
people that came out.
Mhm.
Everybody at the meet and greet that we met. Such cool people. Met some really cool people. Shout out to our guy Judah who flew in all the way from Barbados. And
It was
proposed. It was the Bahamas or Barbados?
Bahamas.
You sure?
Positive.
You sure?
Positive.
All right. Well, wherever you from, Judah. Congratulations. Judah came on stage and proposed to his girlfriend.
Yeah.
He came to the meet and greet and he told me on the side, he was like, yo, listen, man, I want to propose to my girl tonight, whatever, on stage. I was like, say no more, man. We got you.
That was smooth because when he whispered in your ear, it was so quick. I thought he was asking like where the bitch is at and
Yeah.
like behind his girl's back. And then once they left, you were like, yo, he wants to come on stage and propose. I was like, how did he get that line off to you
Yeah.
that quickly?
Yeah.
But-
And it was funny because this girl looked like she was like kind of had an attitude.
She was pissed.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know.
She
that
They
Yeah,
made up
flew
for it.
they flew from the beautiful Bahamas to Atlanta, Georgia to go to a live podcast show of a podcast she had never heard to then sit at a meet and greet. She looked pissed.
Yeah.
Then she got on stage like, what am I doing up here?
Yeah.
And all was right in the world once he got down on
Once
one
he
knee.
got down on one
She
knee.
was smiling ear to
Posed.
ear. We
Yeah.
became her favorite podcast.
Yeah.
You're probably listening right now.
Yeah. She subscribed to the Patreon and everything.
on stage.
Yeah, on stage. She opened the phone and subscribed to the Patreon. So thank you to everybody that came out. Had a great time. Good to see some of my people from high school came out. Haven't seen them in a few years, so it was good to see my boys, man.
But the energy was in the room because the day of our live show, we were sitting there trying to, put together our show. Incredible show with so many segments,
Yeah.
so many fan interaction things.
Man.
We said
Segments.
It was such
Just
a great night.
just a beautiful live show.
Oh,
Shut
man.
up.
And
Such
me
a
and
great
Peej
night.
looked at each other like, why the fuck do we need to do any of this? The only thing people are going to want to hear about is Maul listening to the Kendrick Lamar album in real time.
The whole show could have just been you guys watching Maul react to the album.
Just sitting on stage,
Just
listening
you
to it
sitting
together.
on the couch.
We considered just doing a song by song listening session of that album during the live show.
Yeah.
But to my surprise, a lot of people that came, I thought were going to be concerned about Maul, making jokes, laughing. All of them were kind of on his side, like, yo, fuck TDE. I was like, Jesus Christ. I thought, like, as a crew, we were all going to laugh at Maul that this Kendrick shit dropped and that he's, batting 1,000 this year. And everyone was just yelling at me, yo, fuck you, is OVO over here.
Yeah.
Like, I thought he ran to Atlanta to get the sauce from y'all. I thought you didn't like him.
Yeah, no. It was all a lie.
So on Friday, Kendrick dropped what, around noon, was it?
Around noon.
Around noon,
Because
yeah.
my phone started ringing while I was in the shower. I didn't know what was happening.
I broke the news.
Yeah, I
in the
was
group
like-
chat.
You broke the news.
Oh, You broke the
I
You did not break the news that Kendrick Lamar dropped an
I
album.
did because I sent it in the group chat and then I went on Twitter and there wasn't any chatter about it yet. There
You
was
started the conversation.
Yeah.
in our group chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said, oh shit, like he dropped a teaser. And
So-
then first shits, I went on Apple Music and I was like, let me see if he uploaded it as a song to Apple because it was like a 30-second clip. And I was like, holy fuck, there's an album. And then I sent it to you guys.
So do you think, did Dave or Anthony reach out to you personally? Like, hey, Julian, can you get the conversation going on this Kendrick album?
oh, yeah.
It went on
course.
deaf ears. No one.
Yeah.
No one
No-
knew. No one knew.
Well, that's why the first week numbers are going to be so low because
This shit went through you.
Yeah.
I get it.
So yes, around noon, Kendrick dropped.
Yeah.
I did similar to what we did when SZA dropped when we were in Seattle.
Mhm.
Everyone kind of just went for walks.
you didn't walk around Atlanta.
Oh, I walked around. I got my steps in.
Yeah, surprised you're here.
I mean, I went in the safe
Oh,
side
all right.
of Atlanta. Yeah.
The hotel lobby.
Not fucking crazy.
Yeah. All right.
I know where not to go in Atlanta. So I went on a walk and gave it 2 listens. I don't even think we spoke till the green room,
We didn't.
which of course, to my surprise, you didn't hate it.
No, I didn't hate it.
But
I mean, I've seen people saying it's better than Mr. Morale. I think that's crazy.
I can make a case. Look at everyone being quiet. Before we got on this mic, everyone claimed they hated this album. I was the only one that said they liked it. Julian said it was the worst thing he ever fucking heard.
That's whoa.
Demaris said she hadn't
All
even
right.
listened to it
See,
yet.
That's not fair.
Peej said it stunk. Maul, we already knew what type of time it was. I'm walking in here to say
No,
that
but
I
listen,
think
I told
this
you.
Kendrick album is great. I think it's better than Mr. Morale. I think it has more replay value than Mr. Morale. I think the production is light years ahead of Mr. Morale. Kendrick probably said more on Mr. Morale, but as an album that I think I'm going to continue to listen to, I can see myself going back to a lot of these songs, whereas Mr. Morale, The intro I love. I go back
Is
to
it the music that you like more than Mr. Morale?
Somebody on Twitter called it an evil hyphy album. And yes, I think I love evil hyphy.
This is an easier album to listen to. Like it's.
I mean,
not,
I think it's the opposite. I think the beats are tough to listen to.
Oh, really?
And-
Mr.
but that's why
Morales
I like them.
But
They're
like, I
unique.
think he's talking about the entire listening experience because you guys' complaint with Mr. Morale was that it has no replay value. When it first came out, you guys said it was just like, I'm not going to put this on. Like
Mr.
I had to be in the right mood
Yeah.
for the replay value, and that is a very specific mood that doesn't happen all the time. But United in Grief, I listen to all the time. Father Time, I listen to a lot. Count Me Out, and that's probably where it stops as far as constant replay value with Mr. Morale, which is tough because when it comes to Kendrick's catalog, all of it has replay value to me.
Mm-hmm.
To Pimp a Butterfly, again, I have to be in a certain mood, but that has replay value. But damn, I could listen to front to back today, tomorrow, for the rest of my life. Good Kid, same thing. Section 80, same thing.
All right, slow down.
Overly
Let's slow
Dedicated,
down for
same
a second.
thing.
Let's slow down. So let's get to GNX.
Mhm.
So because you text the group chat this morning and said you liked the entire album, every song.
Not equally, but I do love every.
The thing for me is it's some good songs on here. I just don't think that all of them have replay value, in my opinion. Some of the music I don't like. GNX, I thought they did a great job. I think that beat, I hate that beat, but I think they did a great job at catching it and flowing on it. But the
Hit a
music,
J3 went crazy on that.
yeah,
That's
but
like
the
the beat
music
that sounds like it's haunting.
Yeah, but
It's got that
the
weird
music,
tone.
the offbeat. It's
Oh,
like
it's the
that. It
offbeat.
sounds like, remember when Ludacris was on Punk'd and they had him in a booth
Yeah.
and they was playing that beat.
That's such a weird
he was
reference.
trying to catch the beat. He was like, yo, I don't know what pocket. But that's how I felt
Such a
listening.
funny reference.
That's how I felt listening to GNX. I'm like, it's such an awkward beat, and you know what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't just like it's not easy on the ear to me. And this is all subjective. This is just me. I don't think I could listen to that. Now they did a great job at catching it and flowing on it and getting off on it, but I didn't like the
being
music.
slightly delayed, and it's more of a Detroit thing than a West Coast thing. But being slightly delayed right now is a huge genre of hip hop.
Mhm.
Not really being in the pocket.
That's
Detroit
cool.
made that shit famous,
Mhm.
but I've seen other regions using it. I think they did their West Coast rendition of it.
Cool. I'm just saying, I won't be bumping that.
And even like back to the hyphy things, and I know most of these, if not all these features, are from the Los Angeles area. But we've talked about how a lot of Mustard sound really derives from the Bay more than it derives from Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of hyphy shit is offbeat. Nobody's really in the pocket. Like you're going stupid, dumb, retarded, hyphy, little yellow bus. And I'm allowed to say that word because it's a hyphy thing.
It's in homage.
That shit is offbeat too. So even, I think a lot of this is Bay Area inspired. And you kind of have to be offbeat to catch that type of shit.
I get it.
Beats are offbeat.
Which is respectable, but you know, Maul.
Oh, I'm saying you don't have to like it.
Yeah, but Maul, what other songs do you
Yeah.
like?
Or don't like.
or
He
don't.
was doing don't like.
I like whacked out murals. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Morals. Whacked out murals.
Great intro.
Yeah.
Started off great.
Squabble Up is cool. I wasn't too crazy about it. Luther I love.
Mhm.
Man at the Garden, I'm not that's the one mic sample, I think.
Everyone was saying one mic, which I got, but my first impression of that record was Pac staring through my rear view.
Okay. Either or. I hear
But
one mic.
it's definitely one mic.
Yeah, I
for
wasn't really crazy about that. Hey Now is okay.
Hey now, say now.
Reincarnated, I
That's
don't
the
want
one where he screams mustard. The second half of Hey Now.
No, that would be Turn Your TV
Oh,
Off.
you're
TV
right.
off.
TV off.
Reincarnated, I don't want to hear Kendrick rapping like Pac.
Okay, but Drake's allowed to rap like him.
No, obviously he's not. Kendrick had to take it down. so clearly he's not. Nobody's allowed.
The C&D did
Yeah,
have-
nobody's allowed in my opinion.
Okay, but why? Because I
Because
love
Pac
that.
is no longer with us.
All right, but people, Hove rapped big lyrics after Big passed and took big flows after he passed.
Not in his voice though. He was using inflections like Big. He just used lyrics.
Game's Doctor's Advocate album, which I absolutely love, he is legitimately doing the first version of AI of Dr. Dre's voice.
Okay.
Game might have been the first AI that's ever existed.
Okay, I don't like that either.
But it's I dare I say a classic album.
No, the
Like,
album
Game
is
got
great.
off.
The album is great.
He raps the tone. He changed his tone from the documentary to Dr. Dre's voice.
You do this when we talk about Kendrick. You always bring other rappers into it. Let's stay on Kendrick.
Okay, fine. Well, I'm talking about Tupac.
I'm talking about Kendrick.
Did you like the beat flip though? Because that's like kind of a Tupac seaside.
It was cool. I wasn't mad at it. It was cool. TV Off, I liked. Dodger Blue, I love. Peekaboo.
Love Peekaboo.
Which one is that? I can't remember exactly.
Is that the one with the beat I'm thinking of? The haunting one?
That's
scary
what
beat?
He said, heard about your mans, not sorry for your loss. All the features got off on this.
Hard Part 6 I like. I mean, anytime you use an SWV sample, I'm listening.
I loved the story, was more in detail. I feel like we've gotten this TDE story in different pieces throughout Kendrick's career. It was nice that he put it all in one record, but even like Heart Part 3 was Soul and Schoolboy, like you get some of the story. Again, I loved it.
Yeah.
But with that beat, I don't know if I needed the TDE like history lesson.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess with all new fans, you got to do that.
Yeah,
I'm an old angry fan with shit I've already heard.
I mean, I like the fact that
but
he
the
talked
beat
about
is crazy.
He talked about, basically he felt like the only thing missing from his career was he didn't have his business up to par the way he should to be as big of an artist as he is.
Which, if we go all the way back to like that, when we were debating of what angles each of these artists were going to take, when we still thought Cole was in the mix as far as this beef, we had discussed the one thing that you can say about Kendrick, if you're Cole or Drake, is we have our own companies and our own business, our own labels. We've been doing this our whole career. You just playing catch up now.
Yeah.
Like you can't be a big three to us because look at what we're doing on the business side outside of music.
Mm-hmm.
So I did find it interesting that he was honest about that part.
Yeah.
Because that was a chink in his armor that for some reason no one brought up during this battle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, I guess Drake kind of did with the top flip. Like, all right, Top's making you do Taylor Swift shit, this and that, you owe Top 50. I guess it was there, but I think Drake would have fared better in this battle had he went down that rabbit hole rather than some of the, hey, your friend is the father of your child.
Yeah.
Like he really could have got into the facts situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Kendrick would have looked a little crazier and is not, now he has the 8 Mile moment. Like, all right, I already said it.
Yeah.
You can't say that shit about me now. Now I have PG Lang.
I think that beef aside, obviously that beef is a big part of this album and everything around the album that people are talking about. Where does this stand with you as far as Kendrick's catalog, discography? Where is this? I know it's unfair because it's only been out for a weekend. But so far, but you said you like every song on the album. I don't think you've ever said you like every song on other Kendrick albums. I don't think you've ever said that.
Which isn't fair. I pretend that the U2 song is not on Damn.
Okay.
Like on my version, that's I don't even use Apple Music for Damn.
But outside of that,
I go to my library where the version without that U2 song is.
But outside of that, every song on Damn,
flawless.
Okay.
I think it's probably one of the most flawless rap albums that's ever existed. Mm-hmm. Good Kid, Mad City. I don't think there's a single skip on it.
Mm-hmm.
To Pimp a Butterfly took me a while to get into it, even though I think people would assume that's my type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't really sit with me in the best way for first few years. I've gotten more into Pimp a Butterfly lately than I did when it came out. Section 80, flawless. OD, the real version, flawless. So it's really only been Mr. Morale that I started to feel a way about a Kendrick album, not his discography.
Mm-hmm.
Where I was like, all right, I can skip on this. This feels lazy. This didn't need to be a double album. Like, just do the Therapy records. Those are the standouts. Like, I love Blast. I love Summer. I didn't really need either of those records.
Yeah.
I love Ghostface. Didn't need it.
Well, on GNX for me, we was in the chat earlier talking. I think 6 or 7 out of the 12 that I think I like on the album.
Which would be Whacked Out Murals, Luther.
Yeah. TV Off.
TV Off, you said you like?
Yep.
Dodger Blue.
Heart Part
6.
How many is that? 4 or 5?
You don't like Gloria?
What about Gloria, the last record with SZA?
Gloria, I like Gloria.
All right, so that's 6.
Gloria. Yeah.
Do you guys think,
Peekaboo is fire, man.
This is becoming a narrative that I'm believing even before I started becoming a thing. Do you think this is like his effort of this is his album? Or is this, I get it, I've used the word mixtape. Everybody's like, how is it a mixtape? It's not. It is an album, but is it the album? Do we think there's another thing coming not too far from this one?
There's a deluxe coming.
I think that's, I don't know if it'll be paired with this, but I think that there's another project coming.
I think there's a deluxe coming with a few more records on there. But I think this is the album going into February to the Super Bowl, though. I think I could see him performing TV Off, actually.
I think the second half a snippet of that will be in the medley of the Kendrick song.
Because TV off, when I mean it kind of feels like they not like us a little bit.
It does. I mean, it's a mustard beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels it has a little remnants of that. And then TV off, it's a Super Bowl halftime show. I could see that being kind of a cool little play on.
Wait until the think pieces the next day after the Super Bowl when mainstream media finds out what turn his TV off means.
Yeah, well, I mean, they gave him the spot with "Not Like Us." You know what that song is about? I don't think
murder hooks and pedophile hooks.
I don't think murder is
live on stage.
Yeah, they love murder. They sell murder all day.
That's true. Yes.
Yeah.
As long as he's talking about a black man.
Yeah.
Mainstream media will love that message.
Exactly.
Right before we recorded, Kendrick dropped the Squabble Up video. We watched it. I don't know if you've seen the whole thing yet, but interesting. Any thoughts on this? He did some homages like along the way, I guess, to a few artists, all West Coast related, obviously. But
yeah, I mean, same with Not Like Us. We talked about what him and Dave have been doing on the visual side has been great. This is right up to par with everything. We only watched it once because we were about to record, but I fully enjoyed the first watch. I thought it was dope.
This was one of the things they said in particular was a Ice-T, shot from the video.
They also had the Menace to Society stuff in there. And I think he was just fucking around with people when they had the magnet Scrabble shit they used to put on your fridge. It was like a bunch of letters. I'm sure everyone is on stream right now as we're recording this, trying to decipher what he had put on that board.
That's a Soul Train board. Remember they used to do it on Soul Train?
No, I know, but what he actually put, like what he's trying to say.
What the letters were.
Yeah.
There's a book.
What message is that to Drake?
This scene here, he's reading a book called How to Be More Like Kendrick for Dummies. Aside here, there's that flag that the conspiracy side of hip hop Twitter is going wild about. Well,
I mean, they kind of have a point. What was the name of that Twitter account? Ebony Princess?
It's Ebony Prince something.
If you remember during the battle, that account seemed to be the only legitimate conspiracy account that had some facts. They had security footage from the hotel that had to do with one of the writers and Drake assaulting him or some weird shit. That account also had a video of all the stuff that was in.
Drake assaulted a disabled guy in a wheelchair.
Which is insane. And then he was like, no, he didn't.
One day, I don't know if we're going to do it we'll probably do it on Patreon, but we have to go back and revisit the shit that they were saying around that whole time. That was absolutely crazy.
Oh, it was an insane month.
It's like, yo, what are y'all talking about?
But also that account had actual footage of all those items that were in was it the 616 or Meet the Grams artwork?
Meet the Grams artwork.
Which appeared to be from the balcony of that apartment that Kendrick had just bought in Brooklyn. Same view, same balcony shit. He put those flags in the video because the Abbey was that flag. So that's what everyone is now running with, that Kendrick was working with that person.
Isn't that just the Black Pride flag or something?
Yeah, but everyone's going to tie it back to a rap beef and not anything else. So,
but overall, I mean, GNX, it's a good album, and I mean that goes without saying. Before the beef, we've on record saying that we don't think Kendrick is capable of even making a bad album. I don't think he has a bad album in his discography. I just don't know if this is the sound that people expected. I don't know if this is the music that people expected. He going back to Let the Party Die. That was the name of the song. Then he gives us an album full of hyphy, up-tempo kind of bounce.
Yeah, my only real critique here is what they put in the Apple Music bio for this album. When I read that before clicking play, I was almost like, you know what? I'm just going to go full OVO with Maul, man. Fuck this. They put in the Apple bio, he killed the party because he's the only one that can resurrect it.
They changed it, by the way.
That looks like how, remember how I had to write something just to throw in there?
I know.
That's what it gives.
But just leave it blank.
The updated one.
No, not only that, they should have really thought about it, being that this is Kendrick Lamar, one of the biggest artists in the world right now. This is a very album that's going to have everyone's eyes and ears on it because coming off of the whole beef thing, they should have put a little bit more thought into the caption.
Then they just changed it to basically his bio. But before that, it said he killed the party because he's the only one that can resurrect it. I feel like there's...
So this is the new one?
Yeah, it's really
all right, so let me read what Punch wrote. All right, so it says, if there were any remaining doubts as to hip-hop's MVP, consider the decision stamped. Kendrick Lamar officially won 2024. Who's this officially? What is this? We need come on, man. Some of the polls are still open. There were whispers.
It's a recount?
There were whispers that
Compton's
Finest
for Hard Part 6
was working on an album in the wake of his feud with Drake. and once in a generation beef that kept jaws dropped for months. I don't like that. Perhaps you've heard of a little song called Not Like Us. Never heard it. And immediately...
Like that's like the reaction that they put. Perhaps you've heard a little song.
They should have put LOL in parentheses.
Like it's just so fucking who wrote. I'm on your side. This is
okay. No, I just didn't know what that was. No, an immediate entry into the canon of all time.
An immediate entry into the canon. Don't just casually read.
It's not an immediate entry. I don't know.
This Julian, you wrote.
That's kind of rapey.
You think I wrote this shit?
The clip is full. Into the canon of all time great diss tracks after a sold out celebration at the, okay, so this is just a highlight reel.
Yeah,
after a sold out celebration at the Kier Forum, an armful of Grammy nods and streaming records, and the headlining slot at next year's Super Bowl, Lamar ties up his biggest year yet.
First of all, there's only a headlining slot.
Yeah, that's it.
There's
only
no
one.
openers.
Yeah, at all. Well, I guess the teams that are openers. Lamar ties up his biggest,
the Lions and the Eagles.
Yeah. Lamar ties up his biggest year yet with a bow with his 6th album.
Bow, babe.
Bow about, I don't know.
He tied it up with a bow.
Oh, ties up. There you go. I like context clues, Demaris. You went to Syracuse University.
Context clues, no, it's the words. You sound like me right now.
But isn't bow spelled the same way?
Yes, bow is spelled the same.
All right, so my bad. With a bow, with his 6th album, GNX, the most legitimately surprising surprise. I don't like that. I don't like surprising surprise. I don't like that.
Legitimately surprising surprise drops
since Beyonce in 2013. Named for his beloved classic Buick, GNX finds Kendrick wielding a hatchet he's by no means ready to bury, still channeling this summer's cranked to 11 energy.
Julian wrote this.
On whacked out murals, he's riding around listening to Anita Baker, plotting on several downfalls. It used to be fuck that nigga, but now it's plural. Fuck everybody, that's on my body.
What's funny is a white person definitely wrote this.
Yes, there's a nod to his Super Bowl drama with Lil Wayne, If You've Been Holding Your Breath, for Jack Antonoff to link with Mustard, Wait No More, the seemingly odd couple share.
I don't, there was just a screenshot.
Okay.
Well, also, Mustard only did 2 beats on this, right? Jack mixed every record, and I think is a co-producer on every single record.
Mm-hmm.
But, all right, a couple things to unpack there, outside of it being hilarious. Is this the biggest surprise since Beyonce?
No.
I don't even think this was a surprise.
You could just, off top of my Blonde.
Blonde, yes.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Again, I don't want to make this more of a Kendrick and Drake thing, but Drake, if you're reading this, like, let's not pretend that wasn't a fucking crazy surprise.
But didn't that get leaked when it came out? Before it came out, that got leaked.
What?
If you're reading this, got leaked, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought this shit just dropped. I think that was kind of the point of the title.
Yeah.
Maybe I haven't fucked up with Scorpion. I don't know, but
Scorpion had a lot of leaks.
Scorpion leaked like crazy.
To the point.
That was a running
and
faucet.
CLB had to make a whole new fucking album down there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get it, but that's kind of crazy to say since the Beyonce joint. Blonde and If You're Reading This, I felt like were 2 huge surprises.
Listen, man, the bottom line is this energy feels good though. I like this. I like the battle. I like Kendrick just dropping, not, giving nobody any inkling that he's putting it out today. Like, I like all of that. All of that is part of what this shit is about, man. Make music, drop music. I like that.
A lot of producers this year, like during the battle and after, went on podcasts and did interviews telling us that Kendrick actually works really, really fast. Because myself included, thought that Kendrick's one of those guys that makes one song every like 2 years and he just slowly puts together an album. They're saying no, he walks in the studio and knocks out like 15 records. He works extremely fast. With the success of Not Like Us, do you think all of these songs are post Not Like Us? And he changed the exact sound to match more of the Not Like Us hyphy type of shit?
I think he had to. I think he couldn't give us, which is undoubtedly his biggest record with Not Like Us. I don't think he could give us that and have people in that frequency and then go too far away from that on the next album.
And what's funny is I thought he was going to do the complete opposite. Like when he did Let the Party Die, I was like, oh, Kendrick is probably going to go in the complete opposite direction of Not Like Us. This entire album is just an extension of that sound.
Yeah.
So that shocked me. Not that I'm mad at it, but it made me think Kendrick, who typically does whatever the fuck he wants to do and doesn't really play into what he thinks the audience wants, I think leaned into his biggest record yet. And was like, I have to just continue this sound. It's working, which I would have never expected Kendrick to do.
Yeah. I mean, I think he went all the way California on it, which is cool, which is dope. But this is a very Cali album. The sound, the lyrics, the references in it, the artist that he collabed with.
which to me was the biggest highlight. I know it sounds crazy. I think I knew maybe one of these features outside of Roddy Ricch, of course. All of them were like they all stepped up to me.
Yeah,
I think they're the best part of this entire project.
They
actually
kept
brought the
West
beats back together. They sound more natural on this type of shit than Kendrick did. I loved all the features on this.
He kept the West Coast. There was obviously talks online before the Amazon show that he never really put other people on from LA. He didn't give them a look, and then he had the show, had some of them, a lot of openers of that show, and then here comes the GNX album, put them on the features. Everybody was mad when the album first dropped because the names weren't in the titles yet. So nobody knew who the artists were. And I think Sunday they dropped the tracks with all the
Okay. Do you think Kendrick did that because of all the talk after the thing at the Kia Forum, his victory lap? Everyone's like, all right, no one's gonna hear from Kendrick again. All those artists were just used for Kendrick's victory lap. All those people on stage dancing, like, see if Kendrick doesn't have a different number by tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's not giving y'all anything. Mustard put out his album. I don't think Kendrick was on it, right?
No.
They were saying, Kendrick, Mustard gave you your biggest record ever. Now you're not even on his album. You didn't even tweet it. Do you think he put all these people on this project to silence that, or do you think he just wanted to work with these guys?
It could be a little bit of both. I think he definitely heard what people were saying as far as him not giving other artists from California any looks on his albums. Not saying that was a big factor, because he may have had plans of doing that before all of the the beef thing and the show at the Kia Forum. He may have had plans on doing that now that he has his own label, his own situation with PG Lang. But I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't really care if he did or he didn't. He did. Yeah. He put them on the album, and they did their thing on their verses. It sounds good. It's just, for me, some of the music is just not what I would go back to and replay.
And I mean, I'm not going to put this on Top's jacket per se, but I always found that odd that people would criticize Kendrick for not putting on younger acts when he didn't own that label. Like, Top is an incredible businessman. And if you see how TDE moves, they kind of only do features for each other. There's the only like young artist that's going to get a look on a TDE album has to be signed to TDE. So I don't know if Kendrick may have went to Top throughout his career and like, yo, I want to put this artist on.
Right.
Top was like, well, he's not signed to us, so fuck no. You're one of the biggest artists. You're not putting like your little homie on the shit. Like, even Keem has been around since damn. I mean, I know it's his cousin. He's been around his whole life, but Keem was making music. I think they showed a photo of him working with Kendrick around the damn time on production stuff. Keem couldn't get a look to the last album.
Yeah.
I just don't know if Top was allowing that type of shit if they didn't have paperwork on that artist. And West Coast politics to begin with are weird as is.
Is Keem on this album at all?
No.
So he
not even an ad-lib.
So he heard that bar from Drake. He ain't like that. When you said you should only slap when Keem put his pen to it. He told Keem, go take a vacation. This is to the face, my nigga. He told Keem, yo, they think I can't make no slaps without you. Go on vacation.
No one thought that though.
I mean, if Drake said it, he probably felt like Drake felt like that. So he like, fuck that.
No, I think Keem's probably just focused on his shit. We've talked about Keem in the past. We thought his first project was just okay, showed a lot of potential, but Keem has to be very particular, especially with all the energy surrounding Kendrick. He can't put a dud out. I think he got low purposely. Like, I don't want to pop out unless I feel my shit is ready to go. And one of his producers, I think, was on 3 records on Kendrick's joint and said they're coming out next. So I think Keem probably didn't even want to be on this shit. He did.
No, I can understand. I can see where Rory's coming from. Yes, I can. I can.
Keem, you think Keem didn't want to be on this album that's coming out post beef?
No.
What I'm saying is this. I feel like sometimes artists can get overtaken by the pressure. I'm sure that there would have been a lot of pressure when it came to this Keem being honest, especially with what Drake says.
And it fuels that narrative. All right. After Mr. Morale, then they put out what's the Lucy that they were announcing?
They was running in the carnival or some shit.
What, Family Ties?
Yeah, Family Ties. Then off his album, you can clearly hear the stuff that like Kendrick,
which is a Grammy-winning record, by the way.
All that stuff, everyone is just connecting Keem to Kendrick. Like, you have not stood on your own whatsoever. That narrative is a solid narrative within fans and people that are in the music industry.
So back to what I said.
If now, the next time we see you, after you just did a whole tour for fucking 3 years around the entire world with Kendrick. You opened up. Every single video is just you and him running in circles on stage. Yes, I need to distance myself publicly from you for a second.
Man, cut the shit, man.
The first single of Mr. Morale was with him. All the visuals are with him. Yeah, bro, I need to get away from you.
So
that's a better marketing thing for me to be a legitimate artist.
So it's not, it has nothing to do with the guy I'm in beef with thinks that I can't make a hit without you.
I don't think that
because no one heard that Drake bar and went.
It's like, yo, it's too much time. We've been together too much.
No, Keem went.
Go do your thing.
That's what he's.
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't think that Drake. I think you're giving Drake a little bit too much credit.
I'm listening to what he said, and then what happened? Keem is nowhere on
the only time that there's any writing credit of Keem's pen being put to anything is N95 on Mr. Morale. I'm pretty sure Kendrick has put out some okay music before that. That's why when Drake said it only slaps when Baby Keem puts his pen to it, was like, there's been 15 years of proof that that's not the case.
Okay, but so back to my original statement. Do you think that line has anything to do with this? No. Okay.
So Mo,
they just been together too much on tour, working too much.
I'm saying no. See,
that's what you said. I need a break.
You're doing that thing that you do when we argue.
I need a break. That's what you just said. I need a break. You're doing that thing that you do when we debate. That's what you said. I need a break.
Okay. Can you not see the perception if I'm trying to be my own artist? My own.
He's been his own artist.
We're talking about
according to you, he's been his own artist.
He's talking about Keem.
Albums before that, he's been his own artist.
Keem.
I understand what you're talking about.
I'm saying Keem would say, bro, leave me off this because my identity is becoming your little cousin.
Keem is not saying leave me off this album, dog. Cut the shit. Nobody is telling Kendrick.
You didn't want to work with your brothers and everything because you said that you wanted to make it on your own and you never wanted to be attached.
Yeah, but I didn't start working with them and then stop working with them.
I think there's still, I'm sure Keem had somewhat of a hand, especially when his personal producer produced 3 records on this project and had never worked with Kendrick before that. I'm sure Keem had some influence on this. I'm saying visually and his name being on these songs, maybe he's trying to start his own identity that is not Kendrick's little homie. Like he just wants to be separate.
Okay. So Keem said, leave me off this album.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Show me an artist that would tell Kendrick, please leave me off your album.
His cousin that knows that no matter what, he'll have access to him for the rest of his life, and it doesn't matter. And this next one, I want to stand on my own too. I don't want to be attached to your shit. It's not a
once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for
Nobody
Keem.
said it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Nobody is telling Kendrick Lamar, hey, do me a favor, leave me off your next album. No artist is saying that. No artist on this planet is asking Kendrick Lamar to leave me off his album.
Except for somebody that's his baby cousin, like his real cousin, not play cousins, but like real cousin.
Who cares?
Is the first signee of PG Lang, was on fucking 10 songs of Mr. Morale, whether he was featured or not. There's an ad-lib, there's a Keem ad-lib on every fucking song.
Keep going.
Then his rollout was Kendrick.
Keep going.
Then after that was Family Ties. Then after that, everything was you on tour with Kendrick.
And also,
maybe I want to stand on my own too for the next year and a half.
This is it. Leave me off of this.
Because I'm sure that Keem and Kendrick both know that nobody wants to hear from them two together right now. Nobody wants to hear that.
I don't.
I think that they're very much aware of that. So I think it's like, we'll work together again later. He might be on the deluxe. Who knows? But like, I don't think I don't think it was, Drake said, so we can't work together, guys, because Drake said that every time my shit hits, it's because of you. Like, come on, I don't think that was a conversation at all.
So y'all think that Keem said, leave me off of this album?
Keem said, leave me.
Yeah. Leave me home.
I think that him and Kendrick probably made that decision together. I'm not saying Keem went to Kendrick and said,
his whole identity on Twitter, not that like Twitter really defines everything, we know that, but a lot of the perception as of recent, Keem was that meme of, my mom said you can't go unless you take me. Like that's what they were doing with his whole career. And I think that's unfair because I think he is a very talented artist that has potential, but I don't know his potential unless he's next to Kendrick. So maybe he just wants to step away. And I'm with Demaris. I don't know if it'll be a deluxe per se, but I do think we're going to get another project before the Super Bowl. Keem could be all over that shit for all I know. Maybe Keem didn't want to be on this evil hyphy shit. Maybe Keem just want to slide like,
Maybe Keem's on Drake's side.
Maybe
that was the OVO mole the whole time.
He hasn't said anything.
Maul, are you going to apologize to the room?
So you won't be at Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Are you going to apologize to the room, Maul?
For what?
For literally screaming at us that we were fucking retarded because we said that there's a huge chance that Night Like Us wouldn't be on the album. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Y'all dumb. You screamed at us for like a good 5
You screamed at us like a horn, Kamasi.
All right, my bad. I hurt y'all feelings.
Nah.
No, not really.
Nah.
We just wanted an apology. We walked back our shit.
Okay.
Waiting for you.
What
to
if
do the
he?
same.
What if Not Like Us is on the deluxe? That would be the sickest shit ever.
I don't think that's
bonus
happening.
track.
I don't think that's happening.
Dropping that as a bonus track is crazy.
Mustard. I love.
So
that
you ain't
part.
gonna apologize for being wrong?
Did y'all not? Did
No,
I,
you said I apologize if I hurt y'all feelings. That's not what we
That's
said.
not apology.
Say, yo, I was wrong. Yo, I fucked up. I was wrong.
You've been wrong a lot and never has.
I'll come out here all the time and be like,
No,
I
you
was
don't.
wrong.
No,
I fucked up.
No, you have not.
The gaslight off.
When was I wrong and I didn't come out and
That's
apologize?
premium.
Since you obviously got that in your head, when did that happen?
You thought gas prices were going down. They're not.
So let me start by saying this.
ISO.
I apologize. I was wrong.
Okay, there you go.
No. Fuck that. What were you saying? What was give an example?
I literally just apologized recently when I said that I had that quote. I said whatever Martha Stewart said and I was wrong. I was like, oh, I was wrong. My bad. I fucked up.
No, but that's
No,
don't
you
do
had
that.
a
That's
weird
different.
apology with that.
That's
That was
different.
like a
That's
You did.
different. Yeah, don't do that.
I
to
forgot
me.
what it
That's
was. You did
different.
say something. You
That's
didn't say
different.
that.
It wasn't that.
Yeah, like
No,
see
I
what I'm
said my
saying?
bad. I fucked up.
I said my bad. I fucked
We
up.
can roll the tape.
We ain't
I said my
rolling no
bad.
tape. That ain't what you said.
It wasn't like a real
Anyway.
apology.
Yeah, it wasn't no
You
real
said like the
apology.
article misquoted it or something.
Yeah, she was like,
At
well, they got
first,
it
and then I
wrong.
was like, oh shit, my bad. I fucked up.
Well, listen, I apologize. So far, it seems I'm wrong that Not Like Us is not on the album.
Mhm.
A deluxe, I believe, is coming, is happening.
And you think Not Like Us will be on the deluxe?
I don't know.
Hell
It's a chance.
Nah.
It's a chance it could be.
And I don't think it'll be deluxe. I think we're gonna get a whole new album.
Same.
Kind of like how Meg just did her deluxe, where it's technically a deluxe, but it's a whole new album.
Like a Scary Hours too.
Yeah, but I think it'll be another 11, 12 records. I don't think it'll be lower than 10.
I don't think it'll be like. I think maybe 5, 6, 7.
When do y'all think it's coming? January or right before the Super Bowl?
Probably February.
Well, Super Bowl's what? Second week of February?
Yeah, usually
February
first or second.
17th.
So second week, third week then. Actually,
That's late for the Super
Yeah, it is.
Usually Super
I
Bowl
think
is
it's
like
I think it's
first
like
week
the
of
8th or
February.
the 9th.
it's usually like the 6th, the 5th.
I mean, if only we had Google.
Sorry, my computer sucks. So that was the 9th.
Yeah.
February.
Okay, yeah, end of January. Maybe
the,
Grammy weekend.
the 9th is also.
Yeah, I can see Grammy weekend, and then they'll have the image of what they say, an armful of Grammys.
Yeah.
Mhm. The
I could-
Beyonce image.
I could see him dropping something like that night of Grammys.
Team,
After he leaves with all his Grammys,
Mhm.
midnight we have a Kendrick Lamar album on Sunday night.
teeing up the transition here, Drake announced he's doing an Australian tour starting on Super Bowl Sunday, and he's going to be gone for, I believe, 2 months throughout that part of the world.
Australia.
Yeah.
Australia.
Yo, Drake's a
Spiders
billionaire,
fucked
so I'm
up.
sure it's not as bad for him because he can live like super comfortably. But I commend these artists, man. Just leaving for 2 months in Australia, like,
It's beautiful.
ugh.
That's fire.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's probably
Wanna hang
beautiful
in
for like
Jersey?
3 weeks, and then like you miss home.
And you bring home with
You
you.
bring home wherever you go, man. At that level, you're bringing
that
home
level?
No, I'm
wherever
saying
you go.
I'm excluding Drake from it because he's a billionaire, and I'm sure it's much easier for him. But
Oh,
there's
no, we're
there's
talking about-
artists that do like 2,000 tickets, 1,500 tickets that do this same run.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That's gotta suck.
I mean, or you just don't like home.
Okay,
Can't wait to get away from home.
I think the
Yeah,
first
we-
run is always great. Like I even see it with EO now. They're on their like 4th international tour. I can
Mhm.
see they hate it now.
Oh yeah, I mean the grind definitely gets to you after a while, but I mean, you traveling the world and seeing people that support your career and fans of yours. I think that it gives you, it fuels you a little bit too to keep doing what you're doing, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like a reward that we love you, we love what you're doing, and thank you for coming to this part of the world because that's a haul. Australia for 2 months, that's a trip, bro.
Now I don't think Drake did this purposely because it was the day of the Super Bowl. I don't think that's at all. There was those leaked text messages where he himself said he's enslaved to this Live Nation contract for the rest of the year. Yeah, I'm sure he was forced to have to do this tour. He continued his last tour way longer than it needed to be.
He hasn't been to
Oh.
Australia, I believe he said. It was like 8 some odd years, something like that. So he's
Oh yeah, okay.
long
I don't think
overdue.
there's any connection with it starting on the day of the Super Bowl. I think he was going to go to Australia anyways. But before we get off Super Bowl and get to Drake streaming, I'm actually glad no one jumped in here to say, did Kendrick diss Lil Wayne? That's what I hated the most over the weekend, watching that whole conspiracy have to happen on the timeline. What about that as a diss? Like at all?
Nothing.
Like not even a tiny bit about it is a diss.
Nothing. Which is why Wayne should just relax.
I agree. I didn't really. Wayne stays quiet. Why did you reply to that?
Wayne he probably didn't. Because Wayne is so. He seems like, I don't know for sure. Wayne seems like he's very detached from what goes on social media.
Which I think he's admitted that his team comes to him with shit.
Yeah, he probably just was fed that in a way where it could seem like it was negative.
I'm sure that's a great thought. I didn't think of it that way.
I would love for Wayne to hear that bar, which I'm sure he heard by now, and then post something saying like, "Oh, that's not a diss, that's not a shot," because that's definitely not a shot at Wayne. And I was kind of surprised to see Wayne go to social media and put the energy out like, leave me alone before there's war and heads decapitated or whatever he said.
Yeah, he just keeps to himself, which I thought was back to gaslighting a bit. I've never seen Wayne outside of like his actual great lyrics where he's gaslighting women. But this was some gaslighting shit. You weren't chilling. You did a whole run complaining that you were not on a Super Bowl, which is fine. I know that was your dream. It's your city. I get that you could feel a way if this has been one of your biggest goals. But don't say you were quiet, because you weren't.
He tweeted, "Man, what the fuck I do?" That sounds like me. I just be chilling and they still come for my head. Let's not take kindness for weakness. Let this giant sleep. I beg you all. No one really wants destruction, not even me, but I shall destroy if disturbed. On me, love.
I love the on me part.
On me.
I really love Lil Wayne. I really love him.
It was unnecessary to really reply.
Why do you?
And then I didn't even
him?
like Top going back and forth
Because
with it.
he's just like an old man that's just like detached. He's still so sweet and just like, he's just a sweet old man.
He's not that old.
Wayne is 43 years old.
He's just a sweet old man.
Wayne is Maul.
Yeah, he's 43.
Okay,
I thought
Maul's
maybe
not
even younger.
a sweet old man. Maul's a mean old man, but he's just so
I'm
sweet.
mean?
Sometimes.
Who am I mean to? Who have I been mean to?
You were just mean to me.
us
All I did was
team.
ask for an apology because you were yelling at
And I
us.
apologized.
No. First you said, first of all, you. It's like, oh my God.
I didn't say it like that. See how you put the sauce on there? I never said, first of all, you. I never said that. I said, first of all, you have not apologized. That's what I said. It was nothing
tripping
mean.
and I'm loving it.
It was nothing mean about what I said. I'm not mean. I just think that this tweet from Wayne.
I'm not mean.
I'm not mean.
That's the name of the episode. I'm not mean.
I'm not mean.
Yeah.
Nobody has ever said your Maul's mean. Who's ever told
Don't
you I'm a
say
mean
nobody
person?
has ever said that.
Who said that?
They say you bully me every single. Go to our comment.
Bully you?
Go to YouTube.
Go to YouTube. That's
I
like
do
the
not-
friendliest platform too.
Okay, am I mean to you, Julian?
Sometimes I'm not. I also
When
don't
have
take it
I-
personal.
when have
We
I-
don't need to have this.
No, listen. But when have I ever been mean to you? Give me an example of me being mean.
I don't think anything on the mic should count, but that's just where I stand on this.
Yeah,
We're all mean to each other on this microphone.
I don't think I'm mean to anybody on this microphone. Mean? Do y'all know what mean means, first of all?
We, for the past month, have been screaming at each other.
That's still not mean.
Some people would view it, I don't view it that way. We're doing a podcast, but some people would view like, wow, that was really mean to yell at him like that.
Oh, those are pussies, though. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about like really mean. Like, I'm not a mean person. Somebody has never said, yo, he's mean. Mean? And fam, what? Mean?
Okay, let me find a. No one's ever said it.
You were being mean to Kendrick throughout this entire beat.
Mean to Kendrick.
Mean to Kendrick?
Yeah.
I've never even met that nigga.
You were bullying him.
Kendrick?
Yeah.
Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
You were co-signing Drake's short jokes. Those were mean.
Yeah.
I mean, I may have laughed, but that's not being mean. Like, I could laugh.
You were next to the bully, laughing.
I mean,
Yeah. That's the worst. That's
it's a
worse
battle,
than being
though.
the bully.
It's a battle, though. That's different. Once it's on, it's on.
I know, it went on.
It was on.
It's on. It's a battle.
The roles reversed
We
pretty
supposed to
fucking
be
quickly.
Yeah, but we're supposed to be mean during the battle. Nobody's supposed to be friendly during the battle.
Exactly. You're a
that was
pedophile.
hey, that was a great bar. Like, what?
He was definitely the homegirl that when the two girls is fighting, is like, yeah, drag that bitch. That
Who?
was you.
Don't do that because Tay-Rock
First of all,
encourages
don't
his
ever say I'm
opponents.
two homegirls that did anything. That's number one. Number two, I was not saying that. I was consuming the music like we all
Consuming the music.
I was consuming bars,
Okay.
listening to music
But
like
then-
everybody
But
else.
then you went sensitive bully and drew the line where it's okay to say mean things to people in the battle until someone says pedophile.
You don't play with that.
Nah.
I don't know how simple that is. You don't play with
Pedophile.
that.
Ew, why you spitting?
Yeah, you don't play with that. You think that's cool to play with that word?
No.
All right, then, exactly.
We play with it all the time.
No, we do not.
Oh.
When-
You guys
when we
make
play
fun
with
of
that.
me being touched by a pedophile all the time. What are you guys talking about?
You make fun of that.
That's Rory's lore.
Yeah, but that's my situation.
But yeah, but if you
That's my N-word.
if you make it-
only I'm allowed to say
Yeah,
it.
but if you making fun of it, I'm supposed to sit there and be like, yo, you shouldn't make fun of that.
I don't know.
I'm supposed to laugh with you. Yeah, I've got to help my friend through his pain. That's all.
Through his pen.
By making fun of me about
Yeah, I'm laughing with you.
Fair.
I'm
Okay.
ad-libbing on your joke. That's
Okay.
all.
Well,
But yeah, Wayne, sit down, man.
that guy was certainly not like us.
Wayne got to chill, man. I don't even want Wayne to even halfway.
Rory.
What you said?
Nothing.
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 Here's the line from Kendrick, by the way, that called
I used
Wayne
to bump the car to 3. I held my rolly chain proud. Irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. Got the Super
tripping and
Bowl
I'm
and Nas
loving
the
it.
only one to congratulate me. All these niggas agitated. I'm just glad it's on their faces.
That's not disrespectful.
All these niggas agitated. I'm just glad it's on their faces. How's that disrespectful?
Okay, first of all, this is misleading and probably why Wayne got
Because
bad
that line
information.
isn't about
This line
Yeah.
is like
nowhere near it.
18 or 20 bars after that first one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, but I could see, got the Super Bowl, and the only one that congratulated me was Nas, and all these other dudes are agitated. I'm just glad it's on their faces. I get it, but even that's not a diss,
I think the
though.
first one was a genuine thought. Like, I worked this hard to get to a place where the Super Bowl would ask me to do halftime. Like, that's a crazy accomplishment in my world.
For
And then
sure.
someone I looked up to, it's clearly hurting them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it was a genuine
Yeah, but
damn, I deserve this, but now it feels like it's weirdly in spite because someone that I idolize, and if you listen to Kendrick Lamar, clearly he is influenced by Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Like, no one would debate that. Yeah, now this guy is sad that he can't have it in his city, and I'm the one they picked.
Yeah, but even in that, I don't think throughout that whole moment when it was first announced that Kendrick was doing the Super Bowl, I don't remember Wayne ever saying anything like to spite Kendrick or to be like,
No, me.
No.
I think he was just saying that he was heartbroken
No.
that he didn't get it.
But it also, like, not to say it stepped on Kendrick's moment, because it was just kind of one pocket of the internet that was really super outraged that Wayne didn't get it. But the hip hop community loves Lil Wayne. So it did kind of.
All right, hold on,
like,
slow down before you finish your
and that's
thought.
where I think he was going with the only people that congratulated me was Nas. Like, damn, I thought that was a big moment for hip hop for me, Kendrick Lamar, to get this, and now it's being stepped on because Wayne deserves it, and like now they're questioning I only got it because of Not Like Us, and like I could see him feeling a way about that.
Cool and great, but what I'm saying,
Mean. That was fucking mean.
how does that mean? What I'm saying is, I never heard Wayne say Kendrick didn't deserve that. I
No.
never heard him say that.
But it stepped on his moment when he was talking.
I mean,
about
if he's
that.
expressing him being, feeling away because he wasn't picked, cool. Then he has that right to feel that way.
I agree.
But he didn't say, "Yo, y'all should have gave it to me
he
over
kinda-
Kendrick." It would have been whoever would have gotten.
Implied.
Whoever would have gotten it over Wayne. Wayne would have felt the way about
Yeah.
it.
I know, but either
it just
way,
happened to be Kendrick.
let's go with what's tangible. Like, what, no matter what,
But
he's
it's not-
saying I should have gotten it over Kendrick Lamar,
Yeah, but he's really saying I should have got it over anybody.
Yeah.
but it was Kendrick.
But Kendrick is the one that got it. But he's not saying fuck Kendrick. I want that over him. Like, he didn't say that. He was just like, yo, I'm hurt. I wanted
And
it.
I
That's
also-
something that I wanted. But whatever.
I think it's multiplied by the fact of who Lil Wayne is connected to in the moment
course
that
it is.
all of this is happening.
Of
And I
course
think
it
that's
is.
why it looks like it's more of a shot.
But that's
to
why I'm saying
Kendrick than
anybody
Wayne
that
did.
would have got that Super
Yeah.
Bowl slot, Wayne would have felt the way about it because it wasn't him.
Yeah.
But naturally, like you said, because of the affiliation, Drake is his man, his artist. He's the one that gave Drake, his opportunity to become the superstar that he is. All of that we got to factor in. Cool. But Wayne didn't diss Kendrick. He didn't say, yo, fuck Kendrick. That belongs to me. That should have been me. Anybody that would have got it. Now, Kendrick responded saying nobody congratulated me outside of Nas.
I don't think that's a Wayne diss though, because I don't think
It's not a Wayne diss.
expecting Wayne to.
I don't think
congratulate.
Kendrick dissed Wayne at all in any of this. I don't think he dissed Wayne. Like, I don't think this was a diss, which is why I don't think Wayne should have posted what he posted, because it's like, bro, that wasn't. If you feel like that's a diss, then I'm with y'all. Then you dissed Kendrick.
What's heartbreaking though is, to what Demaris was just saying. If this situation didn't happen, we could have had Wayne come out with Kendrick. That would have
Yep.
been a great fucking moment
Yep.
in New Orleans.
And it probably would have happened too. You don't think that would have happened?
Kendrick bringing Wayne out?
No.
If
zero.
the
drugs
beef
are-
never happens, why is that a problem?
Oh, if the beef never
Oh.
happened.
Yeah, if the beef never
Yeah.
happens. That's what
yeah,
we're talking
yeah,
about.
No.
yeah.
Because I still think, yes, do I think Not Like Us definitely helped in Jay-Z's decision of going, hey, we should have Kendrick this year? He's on fire. I get it. But Kendrick would still deserve
He's
the Super
on
Bowl
fire.
regardless. So I think there's a world where Kendrick still gets offered the Super Bowl in New Orleans, and we would have had that moment where Wayne could have came out with Kendrick in New Orleans. I think that would have been great. But no, obviously now, Lil Wayne will not be coming out at the Super Bowl.
Not a chance.
No, that would not happen. Breaking news has just came across our podcasting desk. Drake accuses UMG and Spotify of a scheme to artificially inflate Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. We go to Maul with more breaking news, who we understand filed these charges right before recording today.
Oh, some good tea right here.
Okay, so this is all happening while we're recording, so bear with us. We're catching up with it as well. There's a legal petition, so not an actual filing. They're not being sued yet. It's a petition going through the proper channels.
Yeah.
The Bronx.
Drake's company accuses UMG and Spotify of serious wrongdoing in a stunning twist months after his high profile. All right, I don't care about that part. Drake has initiated legal action against Universal Music Group and Spotify over allegations that the two companies conspired to artificially inflate Not Like Us. In a filing Monday, November 25th in a Manhattan court, Drake's Frozen Moments, which we saw constantly this year. Now I see what they've been a legal team the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
This wasn't distro. It's just a team of lawyers.
Team of them.
Said UMG has put out an illegal scheme involving bots, payola, and other methods to pump up Lamar's song. So where I'm confused before we get to the rest of this article, are you allowed to sue someone for inflating a song that isn't yours?
Are you allowed to sue someone for marketing?
Because that's where it's a little odd. But as we continue on with this article, the only point I can see, because obviously I'm a legal expert, they have manipulated Siri to deflect people when they asked Siri, hey, can you play Drake? It would play Kendrick Not Like Us.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the only point I can see. Because according to Billboard, they are accusing UMG of the RICO stature, often used criminal cases in organized crime. How is this a RICO?
I just want to hear music, man. I don't know what's happening right now. I just want to hear raps.
Okay, I guess I can see Drake's point. Let's start with outside of the legal shit. Somebody suing during a rap battle, I think that means you definitely lost. Like you lose.
Well,
This is it. We thought Kendrick's album, the Not Like Us video, all that shit was the final nail in the coffin. This is the final nail in the coffin.
No.
If you sue during a rap battle where no one was even harmed, yeah, you lost.
That would be different if he was suing Kendrick. He's not suing Kendrick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all so quick to jump to that. Look at what he's saying, that they're saying, yo, people wanted to hear Drake's music and they were directing them to Not Like Us. You don't think an artist has the right
so what
to...
happens when Murder Mook sues Smack over a battle? Like,
No,
what are you talking? Why you keep going to a battle, bro? I'm just talking about if people are asking Siri to play your album and they're directing it to another artist, battle or not.
No, I get it.
That's an issue.
I'm losing money.
That's an issue.
I totally do understand that. I just think it's an interesting case. And jokes aside, I am very excited to see where this goes.
Because it might benefit a lot of artists.
This could open the fucking floodgates when it comes to streaming farms, fake streams, how they marketed shit, how they manipulate the stream, how they manipulate playlisting.
Exactly. There you go. Speak to that.
I'm fucking around.
I know, but
you know
I'm
happy about this.
I know you are. You got an album coming out. I know you.
And they won't let me manipulate.
Exactly.
I have organic sales. It sucks.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, we got to talk about that on Patreon too.
Oh, yeah. See? You owe me an apology. All of you do.
What?
Because my organic, never mind.
We'll talk about it on Patreon.
Just know I sell just as much as y'all favorite that you think is great.
I mean,
why are you looking like I don't get?
No.
I know the game.
You guys called me wood, aluminum, every last thing my album did, but my album did organic sales, the same as y'all favorite that's on your major. Either way, let's get back to this.
And I feel like I said, yo, play Rory one time, and they played some whole other shit.
Mustego.
So we might have a case.
They play games.
So we have to sue Sega.
Yeah, we got a case, man. We got a case.
The only thing that's legitimate outside of what Rory said about the Siri part of this alleged lawsuit is the last filing here on our notes is the UMG allegedly fired anybody who was loyal to Drake.
But how do you
Curious to
prove
see how
that?
that is proven and see how that carries through.
Let's not act like that's not a typical lawsuit within companies where people are fired for reasons they shouldn't be fired for having allegiance to certain people in companies. They've been fired. That's a valid point in my opinion. I'm sure that happened, and I'm sure you can prove that. That's a typical case within a corporation.
But every other filing on here is just typical label shit. Honestly, the things that I'm looking at here, like this is every single label. This is how you promote a song. This is how you make moments. They did like none of this, to me at least, is foul play.
Well, Spotify got compensation from UMG for recommending Not Like Us and didn't disclose it because you are supposed to disclose that.
Right now, baby D, go ahead.
That you got compensation. You got paid to advertise this
mean,
song.
but like that, do you need to explicitly say that? All these labels, they're all in bed with each other.
Yeah,
the streaming, like that's weird to just say this one song. No, like all of UMG was pumping money into Spotify and vice versa. Like that's not like, why would they just feel the need to just call out one record when over the course of the entire calendar year, that's what they've been doing?
Y'all missing the biggest part about this to me is UMG doesn't want to engage with Drake and they're telling him to sue Lamar instead. That's crazy to me.
That's label shit too, though.
But that's what I'm saying. That's
Kendrick ain't got nothing to do with that.
But we don't know between PG Lang and we know that he signed a distribution deal with UMG.
Yeah.
So maybe UMG is suggesting that everything they're accusing UMG of was actually from PG Lang and it wasn't from us. We didn't do this manipulation. That came from your independent company. We just did distro. We didn't put a budget behind this. We weren't the ones that did everything you're accusing us of. That was Kendrick's company.
PG Lang ain't got the money to pay.
Kendrick was independent once this all happened.
He don't have the money to pay Siri to play Kendrick when she should be playing Drake. I don't think that's UMG money. That ain't PG Lang money.
I'm not disagreeing with you whatsoever.
Come on.
But I think a lot of the Spotify stuff that they were accused of could be a direct Kendrick conversation with Spotify. I don't think that has to be UMG. But to that point, I've said for years on here when I was working at Sony and Spotify went public, they emailed me and said I couldn't buy stock. It'd be insider trading. So I think this should expose that the labels have percentage of the DSPs. It's unfair to begin with.
Yeah.
Of course, Spotify got compensation from UMG from Not Like Us.
Yeah.
UMG at one point owned 25% of Spotify. So Drake has a case here, and I think he's the only artist that's able to do this outside of maybe a Taylor and artists that don't need streams to be manipulated. It would behoove them not to manipulate Drake's streams because they need to have more credence for offering. Like, I need more fucking money, guys. I keep this whole shit moving. I keep the lights on here.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only artist that could say, fuck y'all. Let's look into this. Who's been manipulating streams?
But
all this shit doesn't make sense.
Isn't this odd though? Because isn't Drake's deal with UMG as well?
They're code
Mm-hmm.
people.
Code people.
Distros.
So that's my thing. Is like he's suing.
But he clearly has had a very odd relationship with them
for sure
for quite some time. Not even just post beef, but we know for a fact it was crazy after post beef because of the 100 gigs thing. Not to say y'all laughed me out the room, but I said this is insane that he's purposely doing this without them.
Yeah.
To prove a point to them.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way UMG is not upset that he's taking all this footage that is him recording songs that they own and they're not upset about it.
Yeah.
This has been a battle for a while. And I'm curious to see where it lands. Drake has a lot of money, but like you said, UMG lawyers is a little different.
Yeah.
You could be a billionaire and still not take down UMG.
And just not even just the money, the relationships as well that they have. So
I mean, again, Drake's one of the only artists where that won't matter. Like Drake will be fine.
Of course he'll be fine, but I don't know if he gonna win this lawsuit if he does officially file in a
I mean, I think it's interesting. I just think it's.
Is it officially filed as a lawsuit or
no? It's
like,
just a petition right now.
Yeah, we don't know what it is, but let's speculate. I think this could be an example that's brought up if it goes the way I think it's gonna go. That's brought up for decades on. Aubrey Graham versus UMG will be brought up in plenty of fucking lawsuits when it comes to labels and artists. This could be a monumental decision. And not just because of Kendrick and Drake. I'm not saying that at all.
No, I get it.
But being able to manipulate streams, songs, how we get our music, yes, this could be monumental. Or it could get buried and we'll never talk about it again.
Oh, it won't. It's not gonna get buried. But I do agree with you that it's a monumental thing. I just think that it's, this news just dropping is a little too fresh for us to really understand exactly what's happening. But I think it's interesting. I think that we saw some things during that whole back and forth. While yes, it was a battle, but I think the artists and their business, that's what they were paying attention to. Like, okay, this is affecting businesses. Like, this is something going on behind the scenes where they're now trying to manipulate the business of this thing. Forget the music. The business is some funny shit going on.
Yeah.
And I think this is just their way of kind of, calling attention to it, things that's going on. Because I think that, if they can do it with one artist, who else are they doing it with and doing it for? So, I mean, you just got to wait and see where it goes.
And I think, it'll show. I think Kendrick's sales are incredible, what he's projected to do. But you'll see a drastic difference between what the sales were with one single versus what they were for an album. And you could, of course, add in the no rollout thing. There's so many factors.
The song not being on the album.
So many factors. So I don't want to make it, specifically that. But Not Like Us was a different monster, numbers-wise. Like, it was in our faces no matter what, whether we liked it or not. It was at the top of every playlist. Anytime, which I came in here reluctantly, because I knew it would make you happy, I'd be on Spotify, and if an album ended, I'd be on my R&B shit. The next song would be Not Like Us. Like, it wasn't like I was in some rap algorithm. It was like, let's go with the most popular song. Yeah. I'd be listening to jazz. And then that album would end, and then Spotify does what Spotify does. It just puts you into something else. So you can continue to listen to music. It'd be Not Like Us every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Here's an interesting line from the filing. UMG launched a campaign to manipulate and saturate the streaming services and airwaves with the song Not Like Us in order to make the song go viral, including bots, blah, blah, blah. The filing states claiming UMG charged Spotify 30% less than the usual licensing rates in exchange for Spotify pushing recommendations for Not Like Us to, quote, users who were searching for other unrelated songs and artists. So right to Rory's point.
So, okay. You should be able to sue.
That's ridiculous.
I just don't know if Drake legal, because I don't understand legal jargon the best way. Does that mean Drake would be the one to sue? Because that should be illegal.
Yeah.
That's like legitimately insider trading shit.
Though.
His team is?
He's filing a petition.
Yeah.
Right?
But that's not the same as, that's not suing.
He's not suing for compensation.
Okay. But to Rory's point, like, because this could theoretically be a class action lawsuit.
Yeah.
Where would those payouts go to? Because in this instance, yes, Drake was the biggest victim of this, supposed scheme, the game that Spotify and Not Like Us were running behind the scenes. That being said, it affects every artist that's on Spotify.
That's what I'm saying. So is this an artist thing where Drake can start this petition where every artist that is on UMG didn't have fair rights to their music with their partner, even if it was distribution or actually signed to UMG? Am I now allowed to sue the company I'm partnered with because clearly this is unfair practice right here?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's possible because...
Good for Drake, man. I know he's going to get killed for this because it's rap battle shit and you pussy if you sue or anything like that. He's going to look nuts here, but this is really important what he's doing.
Yeah.
This is really, really important.
Because if there has to be a number one. So if I'm supposed to be number one and you're in my spot, if somebody's searching for me, that's one less stream. Like, even if it is pennies on a dollar, when it happens millions of times, like, you taking money out of my pocket. You taking money out of other artists' pockets.
And now this kind of goes back to when we always used to say years and years ago, what is a stream? We don't know what that is and what that equals. Yeah. And then they tried to explain it to us. One stream is worth 0.00001, whatever. Okay, but we have an issue with that because you guys are now setting the standard of what I should be paid out for my music with a company that you're in bed with. This would never work in any other industry.
Yeah.
You're setting the price of what we should be paid. You can't do that. That's not how America works. Now you're able to lower that 30% for one artist and no one else? So I was already getting fucked because you set the price on my music.
Right.
And now the compensation is 30% less. That'll be our agreement if you can keep pushing this.
Right.
So now the payment that you said already that's unfair is even different and only changed for one artist? Fuck you. Yeah, I'm suing.
Yeah. Makes sense.
That's insane. That lowering for 30% is insane.
And I'm not gonna lie, I doubt that Kendrick is the first artist that they did this with. I
Facts.
just think that Drake is the first one to bring attention to it because of the Kendrick thing and because the battle was so big and people were tweeting about it and talk about it. But I'm sure this flies under the radar all the time. I wouldn't be surprised if some of our biggest streaming artists had this same deal.
Oh, for sure. And that's why I'm
I
saying
can tell
only Drake
you-
would be in the position to do this because he doesn't need them to manipulate anything to get his streams.
I can tell you wholeheartedly, a lot of the numbers you see are not real, especially on you as someone that used to pay for those numbers.
That's why
That shit is
I love
real.
the old saying, men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Numbers lie the most.
Fucking lie all
money
the
can make anybody lie.
time.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll keep our eyes on this. I'm excited to see how this plays out because this is really, really big.
Yeah,
this is
interesting.
really big.
Yeah.
This was like that Nicki and Hot 97 lawsuit that never ended up going through that I wanted to go through, but we shall see with this. And I mean,
Well, stay tuned because we're gonna be here giving y'all all the tea. Y'all know we reading up on it.
from Billboard,
Listen, some
who's
people
also
don't read.
who's also in cahoots.
Ooh.
I don't care too much to talk about this Drake stream. I think people blew it a little bit out of proportion. But yeah, I mean, I guess he looks crazy. I don't know.
I didn't see any of this. I don't know what this stream is.
What's he smoking? Who?
I don't know who what's his name? QXC?
Yeah, so this streamer that he was on is signed with, again, obviously he did this because it's a contractual thing. This is a Kick streamer. I guess Stake owns Kick or whatever that relationship is.
Okay, the gambling.
Yeah.
The gambling.
thing.
So they
Okay.
went on there and they played like all their virtual roulette, whatever the fuck they play.
Okay.
But in the process, this streamer who clearly doesn't know much about music was just like playing records and he just ended up playing shuffle and a Weekend song came on and Drake goes, "You've got to switch this. We're real Sixers. Like we don't play that like whatever he says."
Mm.
And then it was just like the thing that makes it bad, to make Drake look crazy, so to speak, is like you keep putting yourself further and further in this echo chamber where you pretend you're unbothered. And then you do things like this, and every little thing that comes up that might be related to the beef or like has a tangible relation, he does these things publicly where he's like, "Fuck that," or like, "I don't play that."
But you could hold on a
or-
little bit because that's one thing I don't like. You could be unbothered, but if I don't fuck with somebody, an artist, and I'm sitting here with you and his music, I'm gonna tell you I'm not bothered. He's not getting no play. I know how many people are watching this stream right now.
But it just
Turn it
looks
off.
worse.
Well,
That's all I'm saying.
It got
Clearly,
tied-
I'm not fucking with these dudes. How does it look worse? You think I'm supposed to sit here and like, yo, turn that up? That's my jam.
Okay,
No, I'm
but
not
it
fucking with
got
these
tied into also his introduction before any music was played. When he sat down with this guy, he said, "Oh, I should probably introduce myself. My name is Drake. I make music. Clearly you can see I'm still intact. My body, my mind, my spirit. Only facts can take me down." Like he clearly was talking about this year.
yeah.
Mhm.
So after that, he when music was played, I'm with you. If I don't fuck with someone, turn that shit off. I don't want to hear that.
I was just
But he started it out, like his introduction had to do with something that had to do with the beef.
Here it is.
I'm Drake. This is XQC, real streaming legend. Me, I do music in case you didn't know. I'm here, as you can see, fully intact. Mind, body, and soul, in case you were wondering. Right?
Mind, body, and soul.
Mind, body, and soul. You need facts to take me out. Fairy tales won't do it. Cheers to everybody.
Words live by.
Words to live by. Real talk. Cheers
Chat.
to everybody. Love.
That does give bother because like who's even thinking about that? Like nobody's thinking about that.
I
That's on
actually
your
like the line.
mind.
I wish he would have rapped that.
Well, this
Not the
is-
mind, body, and soul shit, but only facts can take me out, not fairy tales. That's a bar, and I wish he would have rapped it.
Yeah.
It looks kind of crazy when you're next to somebody that knows nothing
About what's
like,
going
Yeah, but
on.
y'all would have said the same thing if he put that bar on the song.
I
He's
would- I like
bothered.
that bar.
He's bothered. He's
I want Drake. Wait,
No matter what
I'm
he
the one
do-
that keeps saying I want Drake to continue to rap about this.
no, I,
Yeah.
I understand that, but no
Like-
matter what he says, what he does, people
Yeah.
are gonna say he's bothered.
Oh, for sure.
He's affected
for sure.
by it. The star power is gone. He doesn't sit with anybody from the culture. It's like, bro, this is things he would have been doing even if the beef never happened. He would have been probably sitting with this dude because he has business with state.
Well, people have
Just-
been saying that he hasn't sat with people in the culture. That was a complaint before the beef is that he doesn't.
But he sat with people in the culture. Kendrick don't sit. I don't think.
Kendrick don't sit with nobody.
He sat with SZA.
She's of the culture. I mean, but you could say that about
Condé Nast.
Cole. I mean, the last time Cole
You can
did
say
an
that
interview
about a
was
bunch of people. Is my
Angie,
point. That's my
but
point.
that was like 10 years ago.
That's my point. You can say that about a bunch
But
of
that's
big
no,
artists.
but the
I'm just
difference
saying-
is that, and this is not my critique of Drake because I don't give a fuck. But what people are saying is that Drake sits with a bunch of people. He just doesn't sit with people of the culture. The other ones that you named don't sit with nobody.
But he
That's
sat
the
with,
point I was going to get to.
He's-
These guys don't sit with anyone at all.
yeah.
Drake sits with a lot of people. That's where the critique comes from. I will say, I mean, I know he had to do this for
all
some
right,
contract
who
shit.
from the culture has he not sat with that people want to see him sit with?
Us.
You.
All right, but then stop saying that. Don't name this platform at all. Who? He sat with Elliott Wilson a couple
My Car Was
times. Had
Beautiful.
Elliott Wilson and B-Dot in his home.
Yeah.
He was on the shot with LeBron and everybody else that's from the culture. Like, who else do people want to see him sit with? Like, this is just shit
It's
that
been
people...
more so this year with everything that's been going on because he was with Aiden Ross. I have that correct? He was with a few other streamers.
Him and Aiden are close.
So
The
during,
Bobby
So
thing.
during the beef, y'all
the
want
Bobby shit.
Okay, so during the
he did
beef,
the
they want him to
Barstool.
sit with who?
Yeah.
Who do they want him to sit with during the beef? Don't say this platform.
Shannon. Sorry.
So he didn't go on Club Shay Shay, so he's not of the culture.
Drink champs, probably people would like.
So he doesn't go on Drink Champ, so he's not of the culture.
I don't know if I want a Drink Champs Drake episode, but not mid beef.
Yeah, no. For sure.
So this is my thing. Like y'all
Definitely
people
not
just gotta
mid-beef.
stop just saying things to say things, man.
For
Like,
the record, I don't agree with that critique
Oh yeah,
of Drake at
we're
all.
also not sitting
Yeah,
here
we're
saying
telling
we
you what
agree with it. We're just-
people's critiques are.
but that's what and we're speaking to the people.
Yeah.
Cut the shit. He sat with people from the culture. He's done that.
I just think, and I get it, the contract but I think he could have done this without doing this. You know what I mean? Like, do the thing, fulfill your contractual obligation. This guy clearly has no idea what's going on in the music world. He, like, at one point, he's just playing songs. Like, the guy said, Drake says, "Can you play Young Thug?" The guy plays a Future song. Like, he doesn't know.
And
anything.
again, I'm not on the side. Even like when Elliot had called Drake out before, and Drake had said that hilarious response, like, "You're doing Yes Jules run up interviews at Rolling Loud, and you want me to sit with you." Hilarious reply.
Yeah, he pieced him up. That's a really
The
good
music
joke.
nerd and like real hip hop guy in me hates these moments when Aiden Ross is like the one that gets an exclusive on a record to put out. And like, this guy knows nothing about music. It's like a mockery of hip hop to me. And with this guy, I don't know anything about him. Apparently he's a legend. I don't know.
He looks
Not
like
my world.
Elsa from
All right, was
But
he
like,
on,
I don't-
was he
I don't
on
think
there
anyone
talking
should
about
talk
hip-hop?
music.
Was he on there talking about
They
music?
were playing music and going through records, but I don't. I,
Because
just
I didn't see the stream.
Well, they were on there to gamble, basically. And then, like, obviously, with Drake as a musician now, the guy's like, Drake's like, "Hey, I'll play some music." And the guy started playing music. And then, like, 3 of the songs that came up, because he was just playing shuffle or popular music, were like people that he actively has beef with.
And
He beefing with everybody.
And then,
so.
then when Drake made a request, he ended up playing a Future song. And then he played like a Steve Lacy song, and he was like, "That's a free, what do you call them, a friendly op or something
no,
like
a
that."
fragile op.
A fragile
which
op.
was
He
hilarious.
called him a what?
A fragile op.
A fragile
what?
op.
A fragile op.
He called Steve Lacy a fragile op.
Here.
Which Steve Lacy posted on his Twitter with laughing emojis. I think Steve Lacy probably found that very funny. I don't think.
So again, he's playing music. This guy has no clue what the situation is with Drake right now.
This guy's like a fragile op, but
He like
Dog, a fragile op is the funniest shit.
I got a couple.
I got a
fragile
few
ops.
fragile
I got-
ops.
Oh, there's
Couple
definitely
of
some
them.
fragile ops.
Fragile op is fucking hilarious.
So then Lacy, yeah, to Rory's point, made full. He capitalized on it immediately. I mean, this is hilarious.
I don't think Steve Lacy was offended by that at all. I really think he was just laughing.
Fragile op is fucking
This post is hilarious. Who trying to be my fragile?
Fragile op is fucking hilarious. That is funny. And I understand what he means, but
I totally can see someone tearing apart my argument of hating this stuff. This is really just my internal music nerd shit that hates seeing this stuff. I understand I'm old and don't understand it, and I'll be left behind because I don't know all the white streamer kids that don't fuck with hip hop, and that's who I should like. I just don't like these moments.
Yeah, this kid's a professional Overwatch streamer.
It's just
He's also Canadian. He's from Quebec.
it's no logic. It's all emotion and anger when I see certain people have access to the music world like this that do not care about it whatsoever. It just bothers me.
yeah, but this was not about
Like
music.
Aiden Ross,
This-
I can respect Aiden Ross and what he's built on his platform and totally understand his own personal genius and what he does. I don't think he should ever have a single bit of access to anything that has to do with music.
cool. But this wasn't about music. This was about stake and the gambling.
I know.
app. So that's
No, I know.
why
It
are
just
people upset
bothers
about this.
because maybe I don't view Drake as a professional poker player. I view him as one of the greatest.
So anytime
Artists
Drake
that we
sits
have
on
of our
camera, he's
generation,
supposed to be talking about
and-
music.
No.
Or he's
But
supposed to
they
be sitting
started
with-
talking about
He's
music.
supposed to be sitting
and-
with somebody from
yeah,
the culture.
to talk about blackjack, bro. I don't want to hear this shit.
So let me get this
I'm
straight.
telling
Anytime
you, you can kill my argument. It's anger. It's
Okay,
not
but
logic.
I'm just trying to ask because there's people that feel like you. So I just want to know. So Drake, anytime Drake sits on mic or camera, he has to be talking about music.
No.
Or he has to be sitting with somebody from the culture.
Absolutely not.
Okay. That's all I'm at. I didn't understand what people were so mad about.
I just don't want any music talk with someone that thinks Future is Young Thug.
Okay. I respect it.
I don't think Aiden Ross, this is gonna sound like hate and shit. I promise you it's actually not hate. I don't think Aiden Ross should ever have the ability to leak or put out a record before anyone else. I don't think he should have the drop.
Mm.
I don't think, as much as we critique Flex, I don't think Aiden Ross and Flex should have the same access. I just don't.
So you don't think Kai should have the same access?
I think Kai should.
because he's black.
No.
Why?
Kai clearly has some connection with music.
What is his connection with music?
Have you never watched his streams? He gives actual real critiques on music.
all the time.
It's like that's constantly what he does.
Yeah, Kai does that.
I know he loves hip hop for sure. Like,
Okay.
and I love that he has a perfect balance of not having to be the negative critic and can just bring love and laughter into his platform,
Mhm.
but still be on his stream when everything drops, giving real reactions of someone that actually cares about it.
Mm.
I don't think Aiden Ross gives a single fuck about anything that has to do with hip hop unless it brings him numbers. I think Kai would listen to his music whether he was streaming or not. I think Aiden is taking advantage of a lot of that shit and inserting himself in rap beefs and gun violence and then saying, yo, I told you I'm a civilian, I'm pussy, this is my security, but he'll pull up on you.
Mm.
Like, come on. Corny.
Makes sense. I got
Revenge
you.
of the nerds. We live in the time of revenge of the fucking nerds.
And anything else they do, I'm not hating in that regard. This is just my anger, emotional music nerd self.
Got
I
it.
think Aiden serves a purpose in the world. He's richer, he's cooler, I understand.
Mm.
But when it comes to music, I just don't think we should give these people access to that shit.
Well said. I'm not mad at that.
Okay. Well, speaking of
That he's richer and cooler than me.
getting revenge back and taking your power back, the white people blackballed Shaboozey at the CMAs. He did not win a single award this year. Even though he obviously, like Demaris has said repeatedly on this platform, has had the biggest song of the year by a landslide. He just tied Lil Nas X's Billboard chart run.
Mhm.
And that's without Miley Cyrus's dad.
Yes, without Billy Ray.
Did Lil Nas X win a CMA?
Oof. I don't
No.
even, was he
He
even
performed
I
nominated?
don't
with
even think he was
Billy Ray
nominated.
Cyrus.
Oh yeah, when he got the white cosign, they were like, I guess
Yeah.
we'll let this
Once
thing.
once Miley made that connection and A&R that shit, he was accepted by the whites for a little while till they realized he was gay.
Yeah, that's true. That's not a
Mhm.
good look for them.
Okay.
But yeah, Shaboozey was shut out, and then there was like kind of a bit of a shade thrown at him in the acceptance speech of Chris Stapleton.
So they shut him out and threw shade?
So at the acceptance speech, they said, okay, I misspoke. It wasn't Chris Stapleton that made the comment. It was a producer, Cody Johnson, after accepting this award. Here's the reply that got the internet in an uproar.
It takes an army of people to make a great record, but I gotta tell you, this is for this cowboy who's been kicking Shaboozey for a lot of years, y'all, Cody Johnson. It takes
All right. I see where he was trying to take it. Was Shaboozey nominated in this category?
Yeah, song of the year, whatever it was.
Okay, then I can see why people were offended by that.
It
If
the
he was
shitty
just saying
double
he's been trying to
entendre.
kick butt for a lot of years,
Mhm.
cool. But if Shaboozey's in the category and you just
he
beat
knew,
him,
He knew what he
that's-
was doing.
He knew what he was
It's
doing.
a shitty
That's-
double
it
entendre.
It wasn't. Now I'm
That's-
not gonna say he was trying to shit on Shaboozey, but he knew to play on words. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's been kicking Shaboozey for
Mhm.
like, but I'm not gonna say that he was like, yeah, fuck Shaboozey. I'm not saying that was the energy, but
No, but
if Shaboozey wasn't in that category, I'd be like, all right, he was just trying to be
yeah,
funny.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
But nah, not if I'm in that category. Now I might storm the fucking stage. Kick who?
Ain't everybody
but
knows
Shaboozey is a
what
word that they
the
use in like country, like right? Isn't that a word?
Yeah, but come on.
It's
I mean,
not a
That's not the
word.
first time I heard Shaboozey. That's not the first time since when this song came out. I've definitely heard Shaboozey before.
Even if you add, like, that's still the #1 song of the year and you're at the Country Music Awards, and I'm in the category,
we get it. We
and
get
I
it.
lost.
No, you're right.
I'm gonna kick your
not,
Shaboozey.
I'm not mad at that. You're absolutely right. I'm just saying that word is not.
That's not a word.
Shaboozey, roll call.
That's not what I'm thinking about. I promise you. That's
My name, baby D.
That's not what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
I promise you.
That guy looks like he says caboose, not Shaboozey. He should have said caboose.
Mm.
That guy definitely says kicking caboose.
Oh,
Shaboozey replied?
get kicked in your caboose.
He did reply and said, "Ain't nobody kicking me" or something like that. Trying to find it, but yeah, he had a few things. He just tweeted this 55 seconds ago. They tried to bury us. They didn't know we were seeds.
Oh,
You didn't even peep the seeds, Maul.
Y'all are hating.
Dog.
Beyonce didn't show up, I assume.
Beyonce.
Beyonce. Nigga. Beyonce ain't going. No, Beyonce ain't leaving her house for
I'm
nothing.
joking. But she wasn't nominated at all, right?
No.
I know we had talked about this.
Oh yeah, she got shut out. That's
They're
right.
tired of. Peej said I can't say the word no more, but they tired of y'all. They tired
Oh, who?
She
Black
says it.
folk.
She says it with the hard.
with the hard ER,
ER.
and YouTube be about to demonetize us.
Blacker?
No.
No, the past few episodes has been using the hard ER on the N-word,
Mm.
and it's affecting our
Baby
sales.
D been going a little. Yeah, Baby D been going a little crazy. I ain't noticed that. They were
Crazy?
mad at the way she was talking to Julian. They was like, "Damn, why she talking to Julian like that?"
When?
Cause I called him an idiot.
It was like, "You fucking idiot." That was mean.
She slapped me too.
See what I'm saying? Slapped him one. We got to get to the real mean bean in this.
The mean bean.
She's the real mean bean in the pod.
Okay.
Mean bean casserole.
She's the mean bean casserole, man.
They're work husband and wife.
Exactly.
I think at the top of the year they were going through their
Yeah, but if a
they were
husband
going
and
through their
wife were
honeymoon
talking to each other
phase.
like that, I would be like, "Hey, they need
know.
some help."
Top of the year was the honeymoon phase, and I think they're really starting to get to know each other.
Now that I think about it, I think Baby D,
divorce is upon us.
I think Baby D framing this narrative that we're work husband and wife just then gave her permission to disrespect me because that's my husband.
Oh, so husbands are supposed to get disrespected.
It's like I can punch him. That's my man.
Yeah,
I just think
I bring
the
him
honeymoon
food.
phase is over, and they're
I
just
cook
ordinary
him
people.
No, fuck that. I'm cutting you off.
That's what a toxic
She
relationship
said
is.
I bring him food. Rory,
I brought
how
you
many times did she come
flowers.
in here and said I made the best fill in the
Yeah,
blank?
you were supposed
and
to bring
I
us
forgot
rasta
it at
pasta,
home.
and that didn't
Okay,
happen.
but I also when I bring food in, I immediately give Julian food. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen, Julian.
Yeah,
I don't
but
bring
you know
food
what else
in.
happens?
I didn't bring
Happened.
cupcakes in for your birthday. I
You
don't
just
do
happen to
things.
have cupcakes.
No,
You
I
didn't
bought
make me
cupcakes in for
cupcakes.
your birthday.
But that's not. But that doesn't change the problem. That's like if he cheat on you and then buy you a Chanel bag.
Which I have done.
I don't think you're looking at the actual factor in this entire thing. I forgot old boy's name that didn't work out, but then we went to Rel. Throughout that entire time, they were a happy couple. And then Peaches showed up and put them in turmoil.
He's been whispering bullshit.
I watched them kiki with each other because I have the perfect angle of Peej and Demaris right here. They be whispering to each other all fucking episode.
Okay, so then I could understand if that was the case. Then I can understand if Julian was talking to Demaris crazy because he's a little jealous.
Nah.
But Demaris is flirting in front of her work husband and still talking to her work husband like he's the one flirting with somebody else.
But you don't know the fly shit Peej get off in her ear. Like, yo, you really with that? Like, I think she
With
has.
that.
I think he is feeding her information that has her looking at Julian a little different. Like,
Peej
she
just
feels
tells
like
me-
she can disrespect him
Peej
now.
tells me little jokes. Like if y'all ever hear me just giggling and y'all be talking about serious shit, it's because Peej is like telling me little jokes. It's kind of how like George Bush hands Michelle Obama candy every time he sees it. It's completely innocent.
Listen, Julian, I know you don't know about too many black movies, but I'm gonna give you one of the greatest lines, one of the greatest black movies ever.
Yo, what the fuck?
Beep. And we're back. And we are back. We had some technical difficulties.
What movie is that
Maul,
from?
Maul was about to say a line, but we've moved on.
That's The Color Purple. Well,
no, don't add context. Don't add context.
Nah, leave that. That's funny.
oh man, Peej is gonna make fun of that.
Also, Peej be telling her when her titties popping out. Like, there's a whole thing going on over here.
Peach stares at her titties on the monitor all the time.
For sure.
Her titties pop out. Peej is the one that has them on camera
And has to edit it.
and has to edit it.
Yeah.
We never see it, but Peej has all the files.
And
Okay,
these
I get
cameras can be on us, but that one right there.
I get it.
It's literally just Damaris's tit half the time.
But so Demaris is the mean bean in the pod.
Are they the pod?
No, this is the pod.
No, I'm saying, but the three of them.
No.
Is this the
3 P's in the pod. You guys
Yeah.
are missing his little jokey joke.
Well, it's not even a joke. I'm saying I think there's a love triangle here between the three of them.
It's not a love.
That's
But
the
he's
pod I'm
talking
talking
about-
about.
It's this triangle, and then it's like the Phil Jackson triangle.
He's
Sure.
He's talking about
Who's
on the
Dennis
whole
Rodman?
entire pod. Out of the whole entire pod, Rory is definitely the meanest. Let's just be
What?
like,
What?
Rory, you
how
don't think
fast
you're
they
the
turn
meanest
on
person
you.
on this pod?
Look how fast they turn on you.
Just because I revealed
Now you know how Drake
your,
feel, right?
your deep dark secret of your affair with Peej.
Now you know how
Now
Drake
all of a
feel.
sudden I'm mean.
Yeah, that's how Drake feel.
Who
Rory,
have I been mean to?
Rory, you are. I don't mean like cruel, but you can be a little mean sometimes.
Like to y'all or to
Sounds
people?
like another fan poll opportunity. Who's the meanest?
Who's the meanest of them
Comment
all?
below.
Who's the
Are we
meanest?
talking amongst-
toughest? Showing
Amongst
up.
us, just amongst
Okay.
us.
Definitely
Amongst
not me.
You're an asshole. What
You're
are
an
you talking
ass-
I'm
You
about?
are an
not mean. I
asshole.
can be an asshole. I'm not mean.
Assholes, I mean.
That's a
Yeah,
very
what are you
different
talking-
thing.
You're
You can
very-
be- well, first of all, clear the room. We're all assholes. So that's the baseline.
Whoa.
We're all assholes.
I'm
now,
not.
who's
me.
mean?
Yeah, thank
Excuse
you.
I'm
me.
not mean.
Okay, excuse me, okay?
Literally every time
Yeah.
before I can even
I'm Metamucil
pronounce
to
the
an
word
asshole.
wrong, Julian is giggling and about to nut on himself because I was about to say a word wrong.
I have
Like,
nothing
Go
on
and
myself.
almost nutting. on
I'm gonna
yourself.
come.
It's hilarious.
I'm gonna come.
That's the fuck he does. It's so
No.
annoying.
Don't
No,
come.
don't come.
Do not come.
Do not come.
Do not come.
Oh man, Shaboozey, they closed your ass out, didn't they? Thought you was gonna have your cool little moment on that CMA stage.
packed
No,
his-
I
sir.
think they
out?
made him perform at the ceremony. That's some fuck shit.
So
Happy
Well, did
day
he
for
win
us.
any awards or he just lost that one?
He didn't win any.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Damn, man, Shaboozey, they did you crazy. It's all right though. Great record, great song.
I don't know. I kind of like that the country music just still doesn't. They still just play in your face. They're like, we don't care.
Yeah.
Like we're
And
white.
it's,
Shut
and
the
it's
fuck
our
up.
music. That's the funny
Yeah.
part. That's the craziest part about it. It's our music.
Did Morgan
It's black
Wallen?
music.
Did Morgan Wallen
It's
win
the, like the
anything?
blackest
It's
music.
the blackest music ever. It's country music.
Morgan Wallen be making the most racist songs.
He won. Entertainer of the Year.
Of course he did.
Crazy.
He'd be like, she had blonde eyes, blue hair, blonde eyes, some shit like that. And he'll just like he'll just describe the whitest woman in the whitest situation and just like, he's in a rap song, damn near. It's like country rap. And he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, but this ain't for y'all. Respectfully. But yeah.
I
Sorry,
still don't think I'm
Shaboozey.
mean.
Come to the BT Awards. We give you something.
Actually, no, that's like an insult.
Why is that an insult? Shaboozey can't do the BET Awards?
Oh, the BT. I thought you meant the BT Hip Hop Awards.
No.
Oh, well. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
He did. just
Oh,
do that.
that's cool.
The BT Awards happened already?
Yeah.
The
It was
hip
the
hop.
weird. It was the weirdest ones.
We all
Hip
tuned
Hop
in.
Awards?
Mm-hmm. Remember you were talking about they had Glorilla up there and you was like, this.
They didn't even promote it.
They could. Let's just be honest. The Hip Hop Awards can go.
It sucks because that used to be my favorite awards. Like I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
the
but that's
Cypher.
yeah. I got a lot of used to be favorites that I just no longer even think about anymore. And the Hip Hop Awards is up there.
Some fragile favorites that.
Fragile awards.
But
The
that-
BT Hip Hop Awards is a
It's
fragile
just
award.
that's what sucks though, because it was by far my favorite. The ciphers were what everyone were looking forward to.
Yeah, but we can
you-
use
to
YouTube
go
is
in
still
them.
so important right now, so I don't understand why you can't put all the ciphers on YouTube. You'll monetize there and get your money back.
All right, so how about we
Yo,
give
like-
BT a present? BT, just drop a cipher every week. How about that?
Every week.
Not every week, no.
Why not? 1 week,
Not,
once a
not
week.
enough.
And not enough
Dog.
rappers.
Yeah, Simba only has so many raps. Like, there's only so many rappers.
There's only one
Nah,
Kamala.
it's a lot. It's a lot. Oh, it's a lot of rappers. It's a lot of rappers. A lot of them ain't good, but it's a lot of rappers. We could find 3 or 4 niggas to throw on a BET cipher every week and just drop it like a commercial, a Sprite. Let's
Can we
Sprite
shoot a
this.
Once
Cypher?
a month. Yeah. Let's
Huh?
do that for
Can we shoot a cipher?
we
for
did.
like a skit. No, like
no, but
no.
let the
Oh,
rest
but
of
like
us rap.
not mine, right?
That wasn't a cipher. That was just,
That was from a cipher.
It was just you though. There was
No,
nobody. You never passed the weed.
Eminem had 6 killer rappers behind him, and not one of them spit a bar.
And some great rappers standing behind him.
He
That's
had
the funny
Royce
part.
to 5'9" right behind him.
No, I'm saying. Well,
He had
fine.
Conway
He
standing
had
behind him.
We could
Ben-
go.
he had West Side Boogie right next to him, not a bar.
We could go back to that same garage and shoot that. I would love to shoot a cipher with all of us.
You got bars or something? Like against
I'll
us?
write some shit.
It sounds like you got them.
I'm a writer. We know that.
Some spoken word.
Yo, y'all be letting Julie.
I'll bring the bongo.
I'm a
He
writer.
would definitely make sure they drop the beat. It has to be a cappella.
I would. I'd Andre 3000 the shit out of it. I'd
Julia
switch the
said-
beat up, cut something.
Julia said, I'm a writer. Y'all know that.
With so much confidence.
I don't sound like that.
Well, that's how he came in the game.
If you remember, right? Yeah. He came in the game as a
I'm
writer.
coming.
I'm gonna come.
Y'all are so silly.
All right, whatever. Speaking of fucking
I'm
writers,
always down to do a rap cipher.
Oh man.
I'm here to rap.
Lizzo, SZA, Kai, react.
That's Lizzo?
Ozempic is crazy.
So, why everybody's not on Ozempic?
Yes, they are.
Yes, she is.
I hate
No,
that
it's an
y'all-
actual fact that everyone is on Ozempic.
but every time somebody lose weight, y'all like Ozempic.
It's also
Ozempic.
not. That's
It's
also
just like-
not an issue. Like that's fine.
Yeah, but it's like some people are actually working really hard to
You
lose
can-
Oh, I
weight.
think
You can work
Ozempic
out and take-
and working hard can go hand in hand.
Yeah, it's like steroids and working out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
It's the reason why all the chicks that get BBLs are still in the gym. They got to maintain it.
You didn't even think about
You
that.
didn't think
baby.
about that.
Nah.
You don't think Lizzo has taken Ozempic? Like you're gonna look at me in my eyes right now.
I
and say
don't think that Lizzo has. I don't know. But how's this? I don't know.
He said think. He didn't say
I don't.
what you
Okay,
know.
I really don't know. I haven't
Okay,
really
what
thought
do you
about it.
think?
Do you think she did?
Let's
I think
think
that
about
it's
it now.
possible for people have been dropping hundreds of pounds before.
Baby
fucking-
D, do you think there's a possibility?
Of course, there's always a possibility.
Okay, that's it. Now, all right, continue.
But I just don't like attributing.
Guys, she said I tried Ozempic and it didn't work for me.
Okay, fair. She tried it. Didn't
So I
work.
went on
didn't work.
Manjanar.
Wait, when was this?
Work, but
When
then
did
she
she say
said to
this?
lose
When
100
did
No,
she
she
say
said
this?
she went on something else, which did the trick, and I lost the weight. So she's saying that she did go on something that helped her lose the weight.
Oh,
Which,
that
by
was
the
it.
way, I think, and this is not a Lizzo spite. I think people that were in her weight class actually need Ozempic. I think Ozempic is important.
What is she, a welterweight?
In her weight.
In her weight class.
He
I was trying to find a
fucking spit on
respectful
the-
way to
Super
say it, and it came out
heavyweight.
disrespectful.
What is she,
What's the weight
a
class?
light heavy now? Is she a light heavy?
So
She's a featherweight.
Manjaro and Ozempic are they're different weight loss drugs. So
Yeah.
they're more or less
Because all
the
right,
same.
Ozempic was originally for type 2 diabetes, which is usually people that are scarily overweight and it affects their health and their organs. So they need Ozempic. I think Ozempic is great for people that actually need it, not you bitches that can't afford Coke anymore and are already just 160 pounds. That's the crazy shit. I think Lizzo should take Ozempic for health reasons.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's not even just an Ozempic thing. I've just been seeing that thrown out that anytime somebody loses weight, they're on Ozempic. I've been getting mad Ozempic accusations. I'm not on fucking Ozempic. Like it's
Who
just
think you on Ozempic?
Yeah, that's
Bro.
wild.
Like, that's just stupid. That's just
A lot.
Where does one even cop Ozempic?
no. That's not
like-
that's easy. I'm just saying.
he said that's it.
Yeah,
Mom said
Ozempic
that ain't the
that
problem.
ain't
Well,
the
you got it for the
problem.
low?
Yeah, that ain't the problem. I'm saying that anybody thinks Baby D is on Ozempic is fucking stupid.
I have been accused of taking.
She was
Ozempic
never
a
that big
lot.
to begin with, and she's not like skinny with a big bobblehead right now. So why would you think she's on?
Yeah, she
fucking
doesn't look
Ozempic?
like Al Roker after he lost
Yeah,
all the
like-
weight.
Yeah, that
she doesn't
was
look like
crazy.
Al Sharpton taking a
That
selfie.
transformation was
Al
crazy.
Roker is so funny.
When Al Roker
Nah.
was still when he
Don't do that because Al Roker is sick. We can't make fun. Don't do that.
True.
All right, come on.
He's sick.
It
He's
was
really
just
sick.
funny. It was just funny
Yeah,
that he would
fine.
end every segment with your neck of the woods and his neck looked crazy.
Guys,
Look like the woods.
Guys, the legendary Al Roker is sick.
What does he have?
He has diabetes.
That's not that.
So the Ozempic. didn't
Y'all don't
work.
pray for my mom.
Yeah,
The fuck?
what? My dad got diabetes.
My mom also has
My
diabetes.
dad cool as hell.
Yeah, but some people diabetes. Wait, I think he does. I don't know.
I mean, unless they're having a low blood sugar, it doesn't really change their personality. Like,
Having Snickers.
like, nah, my dad, he mad cool. Like,
I'm
he's just a cool
upset.
guy.
Who gives a fuck?
When you got diabetes, but you a cool guy?
Yo,
He's just a chill guy.
yo, that is so fucking funny. All right, for real, y'all. R.I.P. Al Roker. We have
yes,
to stop.
prayers to Al
He
Roker.
didn't
for sure.
die. Give it to Maris.
Staple of my childhood, Al Roker.
Okay, sorry. Get well soon, Al Roker.
Yeah, true.
Get well soon. You can't cure diabetes. Like, well, I guess you could get a new pancreas. Yeah, I'm sorry. You
Yeah.
can kind of cure it.
A pancreas transplant. Just do the what's the
But that
Lizzo,
list is long to
Lizzo.
get on. All right, what were we talking about? Lizzo.
SZA.
SZA and Lizzo both look incredible. I didn't watch the whole thing, admittedly. I don't have much to give on this topic, but I know they're close friends, so I'm sure it was a fun stream. Didn't they live together at one point?
Who?
Lizzo and SZA, aren't they like
Oh,
really
I
good
know.
friends?
Yeah, they're really good friends.
Yeah, so I'm sure it was.
They
good.
look like they're mad fun together.
They should
Like,
do something together.
I'm sure it was hilarious.
Is that them on the stream?
Yeah, this is them in the kitchen. It was
Love
funny. So at one point, the I was gonna say the girls, Lizzo and SZA went into the kitchen while Kai was still upstairs, and Lizzo was paying attention to the stream, and she was like, "How does he wash his balls? Like, is he clean or is he dirty? Because every time he showers, he's in a bathing suit. Does he really get in there and like clean?" And SZA's like, "How do you know that?" She goes, "Girl, he's streaming the whole thing. Like, you could see him in a bathing suit. It's like really funny. Their dynamic."
That was a weird conversation that Kia and I had. I did not know that SZA brought that up. We were watching Kai when he had the bathing suit on and they were doing some other shit. And we were both like, his ass and balls must stink.
Oh, here it is. This is very
There's
funny.
no way the bathing suit allows you to.
Yeah. Right? Well, he hasn't washed his balls in a long time.
Who said that? He said that? Is that true? Wait, what?
Well, he's been showering.
You seen him showering here?
He's
Miss
been
Fiona?
showering with the trunks on. That's what they said. They say he showers every day with the swim trunks.
Oh, that's my first question.
On stream. It's been 23 days.
No.
But maybe he's
Kai has to
he's
be
watching the bottom.
exhausted.
His meat's been dry for 23 days. I don't believe it. He seems like
They're funny as hell.
Well, yeah, I'm sure that was fun with them on there. I just haven't had time to stop and.
Where's Lizzo from?
So have you haven't been
Detroit.
watching the stream? Like, do you guys ever just pull it up and watch it?
I watched a bunch of clips, but I didn't watch the SZA and Lizzo one. And I've watched like full segments. Not, I guess that's a clip when it's a 30-day stream. But I've watched like hour blocks of clips.
I've
they
never
play
seen
basketball.
a single stream from anybody. I've seen clips, but y'all know how I feel about Kai. I love Kai. Bronx legend. Support him. Just don't watch his stream. Well, I don't. I'm not saying don't watch his stream. I don't watch his stream. But I love what he's doing. I think he's super dope, super unique. His energy is great. I don't know how anybody could not like Kai.
Yeah.
He's like a lovable person. So shout out to Kai, man.
And Lizzo and SZA.
And SZA. Love you, SZA. Love you, SZA. Love you.
And love you, Lizzo. I hope that didn't come across the weight class part. I was really just trying to make a point that Ozempic is actually important for.
Lizzo, we love you. And I've been
Lizzo gonna be fine. See, y'all niggas gonna be on
Lizzo
Lizzo
been
line.
fine.
Oh, she's always been pretty, but now if Lizzo pop out with that small waist and them thighs and that ass sitting, all right, now I don't want to see all you niggas all of a sudden at the Lizzo show tomorrow. Yo, Lizzo in New York tonight. You niggas love to go to a show.
But why not?
Yeah, because that's all
And, hey,
niggas want to see his
Lizzo,
ass.
you can fire the rest of your team. If you want to take us to the strip club, we will not press
I will
charges.
not complain. I will not complain. Lizzo.
If you force a stripper on my face, you will hear not a peep from me.
Nobody
whatever
will
happened
know.
to
I will hold it down.
Nobody will know.
dang.
They
That
really
shit-
tried to get her out the paint for that, man. Shut up.
People, they try to get people out the paint for everything. People are just
We kind of did too.
Fucking A-list
Ooh,
artist.
No, we didn't.
No, you did, Rory.
I had
Raw
an
didn't.
understanding of why you shouldn't bring certain.
And nah, man, cut it out, man. Because you're one of them too.
All right.
Sometimes you fall into that part of the social media world
Ooh,
where you start
Okay.
agreeing with bullshit.
ooh.
You know
Wait.
that was bullshit.
Wait. All right. So you think it's bullshit that if you have a full staff of people to not fully understand every member of your staff and think, this is the person I should not bring to the motherfucking strip club. That is a rat.
That's not-
That is somebody, there's no fucking
That's
way
not
this
what it was,
person
though.
can do that.
They were saying that they were forced to go to the strip club. No grown person can be forced to do anything. Cut it out with that shit.
And they said
I was forced to go to a strip club. Shut the fuck up.
She
with that
weight
shit.
shamed
Okay.
them.
That was stupid.
And I'm saying there's people that, especially on staffs of the magnitude of her touring, of that like nerdy girl over there, you should not bring her in the Sprinter to take her to the strip club.
I get
Because
that.
that's the person that's probably going to say, I was forced to go to the strip club.
Yeah, but that's what I was speaking
You
to.
should make a separate group chat with the freaks that you know are on your
was
dance
speaking
team and do that shit.
No.
with
See,
them.
and then you get in trouble for that. I was
For what?
separated. I was isolated, and they made me feel weird, and I was
That's
discriminated
not on
against.
the call sheet. We doing our own personal shit. If you want to go do something, go do something.
That's kind of, it's not to the same extent, but remember the Ice Spice tour incident where the girl that she brought on tour was
That's
being,
bad management. A
Cleo
whole
Trapper.
team.
Cleo Trapper is her name.
Sorry. Cleo
That's bad
Trappa.
management.
Another
That
Bronx
producer
legend.
of
She's
that
from the
tour.
Bronx, right?
I don't know.
Another Bronx legend.
I said I don't know.
Well, if
Or
she
Brooklyn, it
if
might
she
be
ain't
Brooklyn.
if she ain't, she from the Bronx today. Goddamn it.
And she's a legend if she's from the
Yeah.
Bronx.
Only if she's from the Bronx, she's a legend.
That wasn't isolating. That was mismanagement where a producer of that whole tour was not aware that he or she had to feed Cleopatra because she didn't even know she was on the fucking tour.
Cleo Trapper.
I mean, I was
Bronx legend.
I was using her government name.
It's not her government name. Yeah, but I always felt that was bullshit. Yo, she forced us to go to the strip. Shut the fuck up.
I agree with shut the fuck up on that, but you should
Nobody
still know the
forcing
people
no
you
grown-
should or should not bring around.
Man, ain't nobody forcing no grown person to do shit. Let's stop the bullshit going into 2025.
Yeah, Diddy did a lot of
If
that.
you're grown, ain't nobody force you to do nothing.
Okay, well, outside of sexual assault,
Well, that's why it's
Yeah.
called sexual assault.
Yeah, but that's forced.
that's forcing somebody to do something.
Yeah, but that's going to the strip club.
Like when we
Cut
were
it
in
out, man.
when we were in Atlanta after the show, we went to a function. Wasn't a strip club by any means, but we were with Peej and Yomes. I know both of them are with the shits. Like I just know both of them are always with the shits. If there's somebody that we don't even really know and like they just have weird energy. We're not bringing them out.
How many Bud Lights you throw back?
Yeah,
in that
but when
club?
I'm saying, I'm speaking to somebody then saying I was forced to go.
Because that person is the person that says, I was forced to do some shit when they wasn't even forced to do it.
Yeah,
You got in that fucking Sprinter, but you're weird. We don't know you, so we shouldn't bring you.
No, I'm just speaking to people saying, yeah, no, you can't. She did force them to go. Shut the fuck up.
I don't think she forced. I think it was just
that grown person walked right in the strip club and wasn't nobody dragging her. Wasn't nobody drugging her. Wasn't nobody. She walked right in there. And now that she's no longer getting that check for working with Lizzo, now they want to scream, oh, I was forced to go to a strip club. Sexual assault. Shut the fuck up. That shit is disrespectful to people that really deal with sexual assault. Cut it out.
Oh, I agree. I don't even think they're in the same category of forcing someone to go to a strip
Shit, they
club.
tried to make it that. They tried.
That's insane.
They tried to make it that.
Peej, did you feel forced over this weekend? Not at all. Okay.
I was about to say, I was forced to watch a magic show in the fucking hotel
So
lobby
what is
for
going
Peej.
on? What happened with Peej in a magic show? What happened?
Okay. So he
did the transfer hand trick. First he was asking for a quarter. He was like, yo,
look at you splashing it like you don't know that could have been magic.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm not giving it away. I'm just saying he did the transfer of a coin from one hand to another. He started out with his right hand. Everybody look at the coin. It was in his right hand. And then Peej goes like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, no, he goes, which hand is it in? Right? I'm sitting there high and I'm laughing because I'm like, it can only be in the opposite hand. Now the real magic would have been if Peej said, check your pocket. That would have been. I would have went upstairs and said, he's a fucking sorcerer.
See, I have to defend Peej here because you went with the utmost confidence that it was the other hand, and then Peej went like this, and then the whole hotel lobby was like, oh, and then we looked over, it was in the original hand.
No, it was not. It was in the opposite hand.
Oh.
Y'all keep saying the whole hotel lobby and then just saying it was just y'all and Yoms. Something ain't making sense.
What you mean? It was me. It was me.
Mm-hmm.
It was my boy Bobby.
Okay.
It was Rory.
Mm-hmm.
It was Peej.
Mm-hmm.
It was Yomi.
Mm-hmm.
And it was two of my homegirls, 7 of us.
Okay, so it was all right. Y'all had people there.
Yeah,
Y'all made it
I had
seem
two
like it was
homegirls
just a
with me.
team.
Yeah.
And we looked like degenerates because there was the hotel bar, me, Peej.
The only other people in the entire big ass lobby was the people at the front desk.
Me,
We was the only ones in the
me,
whole
Peej,
lobby.
and Yoms got to the hotel and we're like, let's try to catch the bar. And they're like, we're closing, but we'll pour y'all like last call.
Mhm.
And then Maul and all his people were coming. So we're like, all right, we have to get, like, can I get a bottle or just something that we could take? They're like, we can't do that. So they just started filling plastic cups with full bottles of tequila and then gave Peej, instead of a 6-pack, gave him 6 beers in a tray.
Yeah.
So
Peej put
I was
them
like,
in a
we don't
plastic
need
bag.
all of this alcohol.
He put them in a plastic bag and
He's
was
just
walking around.
slamming Bud Lights on a tray.
Yeah. Slamming Bud Lights,
Having a
doing
blast.
magic tricks.
Asking for nickels.
Shorty asked for playing cards from
My homegirl went and bought playing cards from the front desk. Said, "Oh, they're gonna charge somebody's room $7." I said, "If you don't charge the fucking room and just get the cards."
She came back
$7.
She came back without him and was like, they're gonna charge the room $7. And me and Maul was like, see if you get him down to 5, then we'll think about it.
$7. Get the fucking cards, man.
Then me and her argued about Harry Potter for the next hour.
Oh my
And then I
god,
went to sleep.
fun time.
We had a
man.
screaming match about Harry Potter.
Fun time.
And I knew you were wrong the entire time.
It's the same argument we've had. Harry is a piece of shit that ruins everyone's lives around him. He's the problem.
You projecting. Yeah.
And I'm mean.
You are a little bit.
I'm a
was
victim.
mean.
What? It was?
It
I don't
wasn't
know.
nice.
Well, maybe I'm the problem. I don't know. I'm sorry. That my bad.
Well, it wasn't nice.
Okay, but there's not just mean and nice. Like there's not just black and white. There's gray.
I
You
was-
know?
Wait.
Demaris, I was talking about a fictional character that doesn't exist. You turned around and said you're projecting because you are him. I wasn't being mean to anyone. Harry Potter's not real. No one was offended in that situation.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. No, genuinely.
No, you're not.
I am.
You're not sorry. That's a mole sorry.
Well, I might not have the self-awareness, like we talked about self-awareness. Maybe I don't know that I'm being mean. So if that is mean, I'm sorry.
I had said that Harry is a piece of shit that ruins everyone's lives. He is the problem. Anything around him falls because he puts himself into it.
True.
You then said, yeah, that's you.
I didn't say that. I said that's just you projecting. That's what I said. I said that's you projecting. I didn't say
Projecting
that's
who he is as a person.
Yeah, that's
Well,
That's
no,
insane. That's
that could have been him projecting his own feelings and trauma onto Harry. I didn't say that that's
Onto Harry. Sorry.
Go ahead, baby. Just tell him shut the fuck up. You want to say it?
no. I don't want to be mean
No,
anymore.
That's
I'm
why-
I'm
but
working
that's
on
why-
being
that's-
better.
that's-
She's
see-
a chill girl.
But see, that's bullshit. You just don't want to be mean, but you want to say it.
I'm
Say
working
it.
on being better.
It smelled like gas in here.
Who has the lighter?
All right. So define projecting then. What was I doing?
Well, projecting can be like you interpret something this way because of your own trauma. So you might watch a story and somebody else might watch a story and what you think is going on is different because you've experienced something different than somebody else. That's why I said you're the only person you're the only person I've ever seen say that about Harry. So I'm just thinking, being that you're going against the grain in the majority, that you're probably just projecting your own traumas and feelings about maybe yourself or your own thing.
So am I Ron? Am I Hermione? Am I all the dead bodies that are... Excuse me?
I have a projector.
Yo, these autistic outbreaks.
Yeah, like
for the Knicks, it's nice. It's like on a whole wall.
Yeah, but what time do you take your meds? Like, how do you keep that under control?
I don't think I'd be good if I were on meds.
Maybe you should try. Maybe you should look into it.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, what would I even take?
That's why you go to a doctor.
Klonopin? I don't know.
Ritalin.
But like, I don't think I probably wouldn't be routine enough. I probably wouldn't take it. It would be bad because I would like. It would be off.
I mean, you'd be able to like break it up and snort it. If that was a more familiar way.
That's asshole.
You'd be
consistent with it at least, is what I'm saying.
You're fucking Harry, whatever she said, projector. You're a fucking projector.
Oh, man. Do we have voicemails?
Yeah, we do.
You've got mail.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? My name's D from upstate New York, 315. Gotta ask y'all a question about this.
You know the voice.
Anxiety I've been dealing with.
This is you post-op?
Gang shit.
315.
Your eyes, you know his voice?
He said this is you post-op. It's so funny. Go ahead, man.
Kind of how y'all would manage it if you were me. Little background, I'm 27 years old. I've always dealt with some light level of social anxiety, but for the most part, even, through my teenage years and into my adulthood, I've been a more or less confident person. I've always worked out, take care of myself, my health's good, I dress a certain way, crib's good, been in a relationship for 10 years. Like, life is good. You know what I'm saying?
17 to 27 is crazy.
But for whatever reason, since we got back from the pandemic, anytime I'm in a social setting, I sweat profusely. And when I say social setting, I mean if I'm at work, if I'm at the grocery store, if I'm at the bar, if I'm doing anything that's not at the house or in a very controlled, comfortable environment, I'm sweating profusely. And it's like I've been in all different circumstances in life. I've fought different people. I've dealt with
What does he keep giving us his resume about?
You know what I'm saying?
He said if it's a social setting, then said if I go to the grocery store, if I go to work, just life, you sweat a lot.
I just don't understand the resume of like, I've been in a 10-year relationship, I got money, I know how to fight. Like,
you said I dress a certain way. What does that even mean?
I think he's saying he dressed well.
He's saying he too fly of a nigga to be musty. That's what I'm hearing.
It sounds like dermatologist. Do you have to go to for that?
Well,
what would have to be your sweat glands?
Well, let him finish. Let's see.
About to give us his whole system.
And pretty women that like I've been in all circumstances in life, and this is an issue I didn't have until I was 24, 25, and it's like ruining my life to where like if I don't have to leave my house, I'm not gonna leave my house because I know I'm gonna look crazy. I'm gonna be fucking cold as fuck because I'm damp. I'm gonna look crazy because I got sweat rings and whatever fucking designer hoodie I got on. So how cool could I look? Like, I don't know. How would y'all deal with this issue?
Why does the hoodie have to be designer?
How will we deal with it? Go to the doctor.
Yeah. Why are you calling us?
Yeah, go to the doctor and just tell them what you're telling us. Like, I'm sweating. I don't know why. I mean, did you get?
Yeah. All right.
What? Why y'all? That's the real thing. Maybe
it's not a side effect.
How do you know that?
Because it's
I don't know.
not.
He brings up a good point. I don't know.
How do you know that? You don't know how certain.
Well, Fauci didn't tell me.
Your hormones just change as you get older.
Okay, that could be it too. But also, you injecting new things into your body, you have a reaction. You don't know what's causing it.
But he got a designer hoodie on though.
There could be an underlying issue. If there's not an underlying issue and they just say that this is how your body is now, you can get Botox in your underarms to make you stop sweating. If it's like in your back and forehead.
I would not recommend. You're supposed to sweat. You're not supposed to stop yourself.
Well, it would just make the glands smaller, the sweat glands. It would just shrink them.
Right. I mean, call a doctor, sir. Go to the doctor.
They would probably recommend that.
And I guess advice from our end, don't feel insecure about it. It's been 3 fucking years. You said 24 this started? You're 27 now. You should have went to the doctor right away.
Pandemic, 3 years ago, pandemic.
No, I get the point.
He has a good job. You know, they made him get to go back into the work field.
He gets bitches.
He's had the same girl for like 10 years, right?
But he said he's been in every situation. Like, he's done everything.
Yo, he ain't called me and like
And
check.
he's got designer
How you gonna
hoodies.
call in the pod and like not check in with the resident like 315?
So you do know him.
I don't know him.
Yeah,
He's
you-
27. I don't know no male 27-year-olds. But like,
That's his little brother. You knew who that was.
You know male 27-year-olds. Don't do that.
not really. No, I had a little sister, so I know a bunch of young girls that like younger girls that age.
How old is
but
your sister?
My little sister's 27.
Demaris
So I know
saying she
girls
doesn't know
that
a
age.
27-year-old man is hilarious. You definitely know a 27.
You work in media.
Not in y'all are y'all missing where I said in Syracuse?
You're
I
being
don't know
mean.
the
You're being mean,
27-year-old.
Demaris.
I'm
Demaris.
trying to keep a level tone when I'm
Okay.
talking to them and they're
Okay,
asking me
that's better.
stupid
That's when,
shit.
that's
That's-
when women
I
are the
don't-
meanest.
That's
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah.
I don't know 27-year-old boys and
Okay.
men in Syracuse. Like,
Okay.
Got you.
that's what I was saying.
Was that area code specifically for Syracuse?
315? Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's the Syracuse.
Does that cover more than Syracuse?
It does.
Is he from the proper Syracuse area?
Could be Utica.
You never thought
Anyway,
about that.
he got to call and check in. You feel me? Like, call
So-
him.
yeah.
He has
He was
hyper.
sweating too much.
He has hyperhidrosis. That's what the medical term is. So we suggest him getting the injections as a way to
Go
reduce.
to a doctor. Don't listen to anything we have to say except for go to the doctor.
Yeah, definitely go to the doctor
and explain
first.
everything you explain to us outside of saying how much you can fight, how well you dress, how many bitches you get. Just say, hey, I've been sweating profusely for 3 years.
Do Versace hoodies not have good sweat wicking technology?
Sweat wicking.
I've
like,
noticed
my
that
hoodies
though,
are hard.
the older I've gotten, that's been a big thing for 34 for me.
You got mustier?
No, I don't smell. I really don't smell that much when I sweat, but I sweat more.
Mm.
Like-
Same. I used to never sweat. I sweat way more now.
Yeah, I sweat a lot.
Are y'all?
What? Of course I am.
Julian's, he got the double booster.
Yep. I took one this morning.
A daily booster is crazy.
Like a Flintstone
On the way here. It's my vitamin C. It says around the age 25.
Well, you've seen my card before. Of course I am.
Of
It
course.
says around age 25 is when men's that kind of hormonally can change. So
Yeah, I sweat like, not like this gentleman, but I do notice that like when I'm getting dressed now, like I'll be like, what the fuck? I just got out the shower. Why am I fucking sweating?
Oh yeah, I sweat out the shower a lot.
Yeah, shit is weird.
I
Gotta
started
take cold
sweating
showers.
different
Yeah.
places. As
I
like
end
got
I
older.
end my shower with all cold water.
That's good.
Yeah.
You're actually supposed to take cold showers.
close the pores up. That's what that does too.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
healthy.
pores don't technically open or close, but yeah.
What
Neither do doors.
Mm.
They can appear smaller or
open.
larger, but they don't actually open or close.
So they just like fluctuate, or
They can appear smaller or larger, but yeah,
Ah,
they don't actually
gotcha,
open
gotcha,
or close.
okay.
Because your epidermis is a living organ.
But still, more things can get into your pores when
Outer
they are
layers.
quote unquote open. When the skin are.
Mall don't even.
So then what? How do you explain?
So things can
Anything.
always get in your pores. It's not like there's more. You're more likely to get something in your pores at a certain because it's open or closed. Like things can always get in your pores, no matter what.
Got you.
Yeah.
It's like your skin's making it wink.
Got it. But I feel like if I put like a bunch of coconut oil on my face, it'll just close up.
You shouldn't
everything.
do that.
I know you
You
should.
definitely should never do that. Please don't do that. That's the worst shit you could put on.
But then aren't
When I was younger, I did that, and a girl told me, I wasn't in high school yet. It was probably junior high. I was putting coconut oil on my face, and she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
That's awful. That's so bad.
That is crazy.
So your
I
pores
love
can be
coconut oil,
clogged.
but-
So when we say open, when
That's
people
what
say
I'm-
open or closed, they mean like if your pores appear big and then suddenly they don't. They say, "Oh, your pores are closed." No, but your pores can be clogged. That's different from open and closed.
That's what that young lady was telling me. Like, you're putting coconut oil on your face. You
Yeah.
are closing or clogging every single
You're
pore
clogging
that you
your
have.
pores, yes.
clogging your pores is usually with oil, natural face oils, not coconut oil like Rory was doing.
But you can clog it with
You
other
shouldn't put
oils too.
oil,
slabs of coconut oil on your
dirt,
face.
and like dead skin cells are what commonly.
I still
clog.
put a little coconut oil in my hair every now and then, though.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
Well, we have the same hair.
I'm
I'm telling you,
allergic,
it's
I'm
fine.
allergic to that shit.
Come on. No, matter of fact, we're punching back in. Peej wasn't recording. Maul, what type of soap do you use?
For my body or face?
Body.
I
Who
use
gets
regular. I use regular Dove.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back on Dove. I did years with
Irish
the
Spring.
doctor,
Dr. Bronner's.
Dr. Bronner's. But then I started like, I don't want to shit on Dr. Bronner's, but I started to feel weird, like the shit I could clean my floor with, I don't know if I should be cleaning my body with.
Yeah.
So I think I just need a break from Dr. Bronner's. I went
Yeah.
back to Dove.
Yeah, I'm just Dove, unscented body wash.
Yeah. Loofah guy, rag guy, what are you?
I got the little sponge ball things.
Nice.
Yeah, I got that. Then I have the little pad for your face, the facial exfoliation pad. Yeah, I got all that.
Has anyone been getting these IG ads of like the exfoliating thing you can add to your shower? And the ad is just people rubbing their fucking back like this.
Yeah, I only exfoliate.
It looks so sick.
Yeah, that's crazy. Just get the old school loofah with the hand on it, man. Putting something on your wall and just like gyrating in the shower is just like
I don't know. I kind of like the idea.
It's weird.
The ads look nuts.
I'll check it out.
But there's a few different Sephora brands I use for face wash in the shower. But I've been on the rose shit lately for face moisturizer. That's been great. Not that type of rose.
Oh.
Though that would probably really push in some of that moisturizer if you put a rose on your face.
I want to get like one of them jade rollers.
Yeah.
Those are great.
Put it in the fridge, get
Keep
it
it in
cold.
the fridge.
You don't do that?
Really nice.
I keep it in the freezer.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Freezer, yeah.
I've never used it.
Or you can get the ice thing where you pour like filtered, obviously, water into it and let it freeze, and then like you ice roll in the
On your face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That also minimizes the appearance of pores and also helps with redness and swollenness. Like in your eyes are swollen when you wake up. It helps.
Yeah, my skincare routine is very simple, honestly. I don't really do too much.
I've been doing cold water facials for probably the past few months, like 3 times a week. Just a bowl of fucking ice water. 30 seconds. If you can last, come back up.
30 seconds is a long time, baby.
Oh, yes, the fuck it is.
You be trying to drown yourself?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, when you have a 2-year-old, you can come up out of that water and your 2-year-old, she done got into all kind of shit. You like, yo, my face was in the bowl for 30 seconds.
Yo, I took the trash out just outside the door, not even like out.
Yeah.
And I turned around. This was yesterday. Amara had taken out of 2 tissue boxes, every single tissue, and ripped all of them up between the time I went to just put trash outside the door and back in. Yeah.
That's how you do it.
So while I'm drowning myself, Amara's getting it.
She's going to have a great time.
But cold water in your face is very important.
Yeah.
All right, ready? Let's do another.
Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Brandon. I'm from San Antonio, Texas. So I just had a question for y'all. I just want to know, have y'all ever had that time in your life where, you know, you met somebody and y'all had that, you know, that real deep connection, that bond with, and like everything was just great, but it just didn't work out because of like a right person, wrong time type situation? Just want to know y'all's thoughts on that. And I just want to thank y'all as well for you know, all y'all's hard work and everything y'all do to keep that pod going. It's
Thanks,
definitely
Brandon.
something I look forward to every Tuesday and Friday.
We appreciate
it. And
that.
y'all inspire a lot more people than y'all realize. So thank you for that.
Oh, thanks, man.
Brandon,
That was
thank
nice.
you, man. That was
cool,
such
Brandon.
a sweet voicemail, Brandon. Thank you very much for that.
And if we ever end up in San Antonio, drinks on us, man. You seem like someone that hasn't had a drink yet.
Yeah, he sounds a little young, right?
He sounds nice.
Yeah. Thank you, Brandon.
We'll corrupt you out in that city.
What was Brandon asking? I'm sorry.
Something Baby D could definitely take away. He said when you have something with someone, but it just doesn't work out because the timing isn't right.
Right person, wrong time.
Right person, wrong time. That's a real
You
thing.
okay?
She hurt.
That's a real thing. Right person, wrong time is a real thing.
I think everyone's been through that. No?
Yeah, so he sounds a little young, so this might be his first right person, wrong time
Yeah.
situation.
And don't beat yourself up over that, because as time passes, you'll realize even though they were cool, it was the wrong time, and you're in a better place now because of it.
And if enough time passes, you'll realize it was the wrong person, wrong time.
Yeah.
No, wrong person, right time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was the right person for that time, and thank God that time.
Yeah, that time has passed. That time is gone.
But
you are now a different man.
That's gonna happen with everything in your life, not just relationships. That can be with career stuff. That can just be in general.
Yeah.
That's part of growing up, where things seem like they're right, but timing doesn't add up, and everything will work itself out.
Even simple things down to fashion. We always joke about seeing old photos of you in clothes. We always make fun of Rory's old clothing. It's like, well, at the time that made sense, but now you look back and you're like, well, that was awful.
Terrible decision.
So it's not just like to Rory's point. Like this is a thing.
Why was
that's
it just my fashion that you?
Well, because you've shared some shitty clothing things with us. But
I've
like,
made some choices.
Yeah. So that's not, you're thinking about it in terms of a relationship, but that's just life. That happens with everything. You can listen to music at one point that you thought was great, that you think is trash, and vice versa. You just change. You're growing. Pause.
As long as you get out of the moment what you need, get some nourishment, and move on, you'll
get some head.
Yes.
That's what I was really getting at.
Yeah.
But sometimes people are just experiences, and vice versa. Sometimes you're just an experience for someone, and they move the fuck on, and you do the same. The purpose was just for that moment, so it wasn't really wrong time or right person. That was just a moment that you have to share, and move the fuck on.
Yeah, man. Don't beat yourself up too much, Brandon. It happens. Women are like the buses.
Yeah.
There's one
Now you
coming
never-
every
you
4
never know.
minutes.
She ended up getting hooked on fentanyl, and 10 years down the line, you'll be like, thank God.
Then you'll play Beyonce.
But if she would have been with him, she wouldn't have got hooked on it. You feel me?
If he would
Nah,
have been there.
Nah,
to
then we
support
would both be hooked on it.
like Jesse and his girl in Breaking Bad, they were both trash.
her. Which one?
The one that
He went through a
died.
couple crackheads.
The one that Walter watched die.
Yeah,
Yeah,
big crackhead.
that girl was hurting.
Mm.
You see, he is in San Antonio. San Antonio is historically one of the fattest cities in the country, so maybe she just
Why do you know
gains. It's just a thing. It's a thing. Some
He might
people
like
know
fat
that.
asses.
Nothing better than a fat ass. Ugh.
The fuck is wrong with y'all, bro?
A lot.
All right, well, last reminder of the year, Rory. It's our last show,
Yes,
December 14th.
we are home.
We will be at the Gramercy Theater in New York City to end our year of live shows.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to every city, everybody that came out this year, 2024. Had a great run this year, man.
Yeah.
Seen some cool people, met some new cool people, seen some old faces. Not like old like that, but old familiar faces. Thank you to everybody that came out in Atlanta. Atlanta was great. Had a good time.
Peej and I were talking after the show between Toronto and Atlanta. We were like, damn, maybe we should just keep going because the last two shows have been incredible.
I thought Chicago was incredible though.
Chicago is one of my
show
favorites
was
by far.
Crazy.
Chicago might have been the best show.
Yeah.
But this back-to-back Toronto, Atlanta was
Toronto was fun.
so
Atlanta,
much
Atlanta was great. Thank you again. Tickets available now. NewRoryInMall.com. Get your tickets. We will be in New York City to end the year, December 14th, Gramercy Theater. Time to have some fun with the home team, home crowd. Our first home game of the year.
Is it? Oh yeah, I guess.
You know,
yeah, we always do.
We always end the year at home, so we've been on the road. Now we get to have fun at home.
Everyone have a safe holiday week.
Yes, be safe, be blessed.
Yes, we'll still have content for you guys. Don't worry, this isn't goodbye, but just wanted to say before Thanksgiving.
This is
everyone
take care for now.
Yes, travel safely.
Ta-ta.
I know most people would be leaving Tuesday and Wednesday. If they are traveling, be safe. It's amateur hour on the roads, you know.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Everyone going home? What's everyone doing?
Yeah, going to see the family, man. Got to go see the family.
Yeah,
some
take
time
the
with them.
train Tuesday morning.
Nice.
Oh shit, tomorrow morning. Damn.
Well, today technically.
Today.
I'm like, yeah.
If you're
I have
hearing
a
this,
flight.
Julian's on the train.
On the train.
Yeah, if you
On
hear
that
this,
midnight
I'm
train to Schenectady.
I don't know that version.
Oh, that's the new one.
The midnight
That's
train
like the
to
Shaboozey.
Schenectady.
What Shaboozey did with, with his version. Midnight train to Schenectady.
While I'm home, I want to see Wicked. I've heard nothing but incredible things every time someone sees it.
Yeah, I've heard good things about
I
that.
wanna see that.
Two of the greatest voices we have right now in that movie.
How's that gay?
Is
She's
it?
mean.
She's mean.
She's mean. She is mean.
She's the green witch in Wicked. That's what she is. Yeah.
She came down in a bubble, Doug. You guys ever saw that? Please tell me you know what I'm talking about.
I know the
Okay,
clip
thank
you're
you.
talking
I was like, I can't be that in the internet by myself.
What is that?
about. Beautiful train ride up to Albany. I love that Amtrak.
Oh, you got a window seat?
I usually get one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have it
I do the
reserved for
thing
you?
where I like
Are you gonna
throw
write
my
to-
shit and no one can sit next to me, or I'll like look mean and put a hoodie on and just like look like don't talk.
Are you going
to
to
me.
take
Oh, I
pictures?
was pretend to be asleep every time they
I
stopped.
do
at
that
the
too.
station.
Oh, that must be so nice. I'm a girl, so people always want to sit next to me. All the time.
I'm also super cognizant of that because like usually when
I'm
there's
so
open
pussy.
seats and it's
I
like a
do the
cute girl, I'm like I can't sit next to her.
Yeah.
I'll look like away. So I'll just sit next to like the fucking creepy gamer.
I don't
guy.
even think it's the girl because I don't be cute. Like I travel really raggedy on purpose. It's not even that I'm cute. It's that I'm
No,
a
it's just you're a
girl.
girl, yeah.
So it's like it's more comfortable, and men always just open their legs up and spread their legs because they have more leg room with me than they will with another man. It
I'm
happens
so pussy.
all the time.
If I saw a pretty girl on a train and I knew I had like a 3-hour train ride, I would do everything to avoid sitting next to her.
Same.
No, men always
Like I'm such a loser.
so fucking annoying.
That happened to me at the airport in Atlanta.
You were the pretty girl, or
No, I felt like the pretty girl. No, when I was leaving. When I landed in Atlanta, I was leaving, walking to the baggage claim, and a flight attendant was walking the opposite way, and like I was looking at her, but I had my I don't think she. I had a hoodie on. And I had my AirPods in. I don't think she could see that I had my AirPods in, and I'm just staring at her, but not staring at her like I'm trying to like flirt with her. We just walking like this, and she started smiling, but she tilted her head like, "Can I help you?" But she was smiling, and I know she wanted me to just stop her and talk to her, but I didn't. I just smiled at her and I kept walking.
pussy?
Oh my God, I had a moment
Pussy,
like
exactly.
that.
That's why I told the story.
And shout
you,
out,
gay?
shout out to the fan that
You don't
I
like
met.
women?
I was walking right, and there was this guy, and like we kind of like locked eyes, and I was like, oh, like I did my cute little lock eyes, smile. And
Let me
look
see how you
away.
do it.
What, you want me to do it with you?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. No, I can't do it. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird.
It felt weird, to be honest.
I can't
Observing
do
it made me feel uncomfortable.
Hold on, do it though.
No, I can't.
She went,
That was weird.
It was weird. It's awkward. I can't do it right here on the spot. But it was like a cute.
Can I do my impression of you? Let's lock eyes.
That was like what Amara does.
But that's the same thing the girl did. That's the same thing the flight attendant did. She had her head tilted. It was like smiling.
Can I help you? Like,
yeah,
it was like
that's
that.
exactly what it was.
Yeah, it was a cute little look and then like a look away or whatever. So he locked eyes. So I'm like, he's coming down. I'm like, oh, he about to holler, like whatever. He walked up to me, he was like, Demaris, right? Big fan of the pod. I was like, bro, I thought I had like me a little meet cute moment. Thank you for being a fan of the pod. I fuck
Still
with you.
could've.
Shout out to him, but like,
Yeah, but he was saying fan of the pod. That don't mean he wouldn't
he
take you
ain't
to dinner.
slide. No, he didn't even slide. He just said fan
Our
of the
fans
pod.
would definitely beat.
Demaris swears she's not going to beat a fan of the pod.
I'm not.
Come on.
Not on purpose. If somebody tricked me, somebody tricked me.
Not on purpose. It's hilarious.
Not over. Imagine Demaris thinking a nigga really like her, and he come out the bathroom with the wet rag like, yo, that shit you said on Patreon was crazy.
And
I kill myself.
And after all the days, never said a word about anything.
I would
like, oh, you do broadcasting? That's interesting.
broadcast.
You do broadcasting.
Bro, I would, oh my God.
Oh man. All right, happy Thanksgiving. Well, are we celebrating Thanksgiving?
Yeah. Not like the theory of
Happy
it.
fuck white people day.
Yeah, like
yeah, I'm down with that. Now that I'm down with. I love you. Though. You my
I
brother.
still
You know
look
that.
at it as like a day that at least family can come together and eat.
All right.
Like we don't sit at the table and like celebrate genocide.
Yeah.
You don't? Oh. No.
Yo, are you good?
Different religion.
Different religion. Spend time with the family. Have fun with your friends. Be thankful for everything that you have. Don't worry about what you don't have because somebody wishes they had what you have at this very moment.
Mm-hmm. And if anyone is listening and doesn't have a place to go, at least I know in New York City on Bowery has a great Thanksgiving Day giveaway for people. If you know someone that needs food that day, right on the Bowery, it's one of the biggest giveaways. It's, we've donated there every year. So.
Yeah. Maul said his door is always open as well.
Always open.
If anybody needs a place to stay to crash for the week.
Just gotta find it.
Yeah.
Find it. Good luck.
Yeah, I need a place.
Come on over. Don't worry about it. Got you. Be safe. Be blessed. Happy holidays to you all. We appreciate you all. Now let's finish this on Patreon because we got some shh to talk about.
Yeah, Ma almost fucked him. Never mind.
I'm that nigga. He's just ginger.
It's a short person.